And what's good, everyone? Welcome back in. Thanks all for stopping by, being a part in the stream tonight. So we got a special live stream here tonight, the final NFL preseason game taking place tonight. The New England Patriots on the road taking on the Washington Commanders. It's the Commanders' first game at home in the preseason. The Patriots' first road game in the preseason tonight, taking place at Commanders Field in Landover, Maryland. Patriots, earlier in the week, they were actually the underdogs, but right now they are the favorites entering this game. A 7-point favorite on the line, over under tonight at 36.5. It was announced that Jaden Daniels would not play tonight for the Commanders. He has been announced as the Week 1 starter, though, for Washington, for Jaden Daniels, the number 2 pick in the draft. And head coach Maye still not sure who's going to be the starting quarterback for week number 1. This is the telling story tonight with this game between whether it will be Jacoby Brissett or Drake Maye, the starter for week number 1. Drake Maye by far outplayed Jacoby Brissett during the last game. And we'll see what happens tonight here as the Patriots came up short in the last game, led throughout the majority of the game against Philadelphia, 14-13. Philly, though, went for a 2-point conversion, took the lead on the 2-point conversion, and led throughout the remaining stretch of the game to win 14-13. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Patriots 1-1 so far to preseason. They won their preseason opener against Carolina 17-3. Washington, 2 close losses, lost at the Jets 20-17, lost at the Dolphins 13-6. Now taking on the Patriots, the final AFC East team on their preseason schedule. Going to be kicking off with a little bit, everybody. What's good? Daniel, Robert, Alex, welcome in here, guys, for this one tonight. And I was away on vacation, so I didn't have any streams throughout the course of the week, but hopefully everything's been going well for you guys out there. And yeah, really nice week out where I was. We actually went to Niagara Falls in Canada for the last couple days on vacation. Final couple days before my family goes back to their teaching jobs coming up for the school year. So wanted to do end of the summer vacation before they went back to work coming up next week. What's been strong so far for the Patriots in these preseason games? Their defense has looked really, really strong. Pass rush has been incredible. They have 5 sacks in each of the first 2 games, 10 sacks total combined in the first 2 games. Special teams has really shined as well. Punt return, kick return unit looking good for the Patriots, but the offense just the nails on chalkboard. It is a grind out there for this offense, barely generating anything throughout this entire preseason. The offensive line's just been brutal, failing to open up holes for the running game. Not enough pass protection out there. The offensive line, quarterback play was rough, especially with a first-string offense with Jacoby Brissett against Philadelphia on the first couple of drives 10 days ago, and just not much there offensively so far, but we'll see what happens tonight. Drake Maye suited up. Patriots go with the white uniforms tonight. First time this season they deck the road white jerseys for the Patriots in their first road game, and looking forward to see what Drake Maye can do out here. The number 3 draft pick going up on the road, taking on Washington here for this matchup at Commanders Field. And looks like solid weather outside. East Coast, Eastern Seaboard, really, really nice weather throughout the course of this week. 79 degrees, and that sun setting now, and it is dry outside from the looks of it. Patriots come in as a 6.5, 7-point favorites on most books on the line for today's game. And feel free to vote in the poll as well who you guys like to win this one tonight here. Patriots or Commanders, going back and forth with the poll right now. Hey, what's good, Jeffrey? Welcome in, man. I'll keep you and your family in my thoughts and prayers. Sorry to hear that, man. Hopefully things will be better for you there, bud. But my thoughts and prayers are right with you, Jeffrey. This is a nationally televised game, by the way. So this game is on the NBC. And then week 1, this is the final preseason game. Week number 1, the NFL starts on Thursday, September 5th. Ravens at Chiefs for the first game for week number 1 in the NFL season. Would I say Tatum's top 3 right now? I would say no for that. He he did not play. He had a DNP coach's decision by Steve Kerr in 2 Olympic games. So there's a lot more work to be done for Tatum. There's either two ways he can go through this right now. I've seen some people putting on Twitter. The news still isn't out why Tatum got those DMPs. But some people were putting on Twitter that they think that Steve Kerr is trying to like plant seeds to see if he can get the Celtics to become unfocused and try to break up the Jays between not having Jaylen Brown on Team USA and not playing Tatum twice against Serbia. But there's two ways that can go. He could either just not use that as momentum, which I think for Tatum, I think he's going to use that as direct momentum for those two DMPs against Serbia that Kerr didn't play him, and he's going to go off next year. And not being named MVP to either the Eastern Conference Finals MVP or the NBA Finals MVP, he's got a good likelihood, I feel like, to use that as just another source of just a chip on his shoulder and just build up that momentum for next year and use that to just come out on fire next year. Hey, what's good, Bradley? Welcome back in here, man. Yeah, I saw that, Jeffrey. So, the catcher for the Red Sox, back in June, Red Sox played a game at Toronto, and the game was, or that was at Boston, actually. The game was suspended due to rain. And then the catcher at the time, before he was traded to the Red Sox, he played for the Blue Jays. And now, their weekend series starts tomorrow. He'll have the opportunity to play in that game. So that, I think it was in the second inning where they postponed it due to rain. So they're going to play that tomorrow. Yeah. Hey, what's good, Ward? Welcome in. Pat's he's looking for the Patriots for this one here. Yeah, I was driving past Warren's neck of the woods today to get home. We went to Niagara Falls in Canada for vacation. So every time that we go to like upstate New York or Canada or towards Ontario or like upstate New York towards like Albany, Syracuse, we take I-90. What connects to that's Route 146 in Rhode Island. So not too far away from where Ward is off that highway is what we took to get to the Mass Pike today. Coming back from the Mass Pike, actually. Yusuf, welcome back in here. Here we go. Final preseason game for the NFL. This month of August just flew right by. I did not see that. Yeah, I was quite active last like 3-4 days. We were going from like attraction to attraction. I was on a family vacation with my family, and we were doing a bunch of stuff, so we barely had like any TV time or anything. Yeah, I heard about that. So there's two female broadcasters who broadcast for the team for the Portland Sea Dogs, and they're joining the call tomorrow, I heard, for the Red Sox game going on. I saw that. Yeah, over at the hotel in Canada, actually, we had like a couple Boston news stations that we could get. Drake Maye, Jacoby Brissett. We'll see what happens tonight. Big night for these two as they get their jobs on the line. The bridge quarterback in the NFL for the Patriots, Jacoby Brissett. Drake Maye, the reports back in July, early training camp, was that Drake Maye was miles behind where he should be and miles behind where Mac Jones was when he was in his rookie season. But Drake Maye, last game, clearly outplayed Jacoby Brissett, and looking to see if he can steal that starting job for week number 1 of the season. They've gone really slow, though, through the process for Drake Maye. Up and through the last like week and a half, though, where he took off during that last preseason, and now they're ramping it up. I like those jerseys that the Commanders are wearing today. Those look sick. Black uniforms, yellow numbers with a maroon outline on them. They got the numbers and the helmets for the Commanders today for this game. Patriots going in their road white jerseys. I saw a video out there this weekend. They had like a basketball showcase that took place overseas out in like, I think it was Slovenia. And Slovenia, Serbia, Lithuania, all those players. Luka, Nikola Jokic, I think Dragic took part of it too. Boban. They had like a basketball showcase, and from the videos, Luka looked like he had gained like 50 pounds. People were saying And I saw the video of that, like, from that camera angle. It looked like he gained like 50 pounds from it. Like other camera angles, he looks like he's completely like how he was in the finals, like completely his normal self, but one of the camera angles looked like he had clearly gained 50 pounds. Here we go as we are underway for the final game of the preseason. Patriots return this opening kickoff past the 20, and they get chopped down around the 23-yard line. Jalen Reagor took it out of his own end zone on the return, and that's where the Patriots will start off. So good first look right now at the Patriots offense. Really not much going on throughout this entire preseason for the Patriots offense. They're going to start off with Jacoby Brissett. So Brissett will get the start tonight. They'll start off at their own 23-yard line for the Patriots, left to right on the field. If you're doing the stream, we're just getting started. Smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Brissett from the shotgun. 3 receivers lined up top of the screen. 1 to the bottom. 1 running back in the backfield as they'll go to dump down and underneath as he whipped it right past Antonio Gibson, the former commander, and it was incomplete. Just a simple check down in the backfield and not on the same page between Brissett and Gibson. And they had 10 days off, more days off than any other team to prepare for their final preseason game, and not on the same page to begin on their first possession today for this game. 7 seconds into action. My clock a little bit fast to begin from the shotgun formation. 2nd down and 10 here for Brissett at his own 23. Takes a snap, handoff, and a draw up the middle. Gibson rumbles forward past the 25. Lunging to the 28, picks up 5 in a carry. That takes him to the 28-yard line now as they go pass, incompletion, run on the halfback draw, and now a 3rd down and 5. And we've got multiple drives that stalled out on 3rd downs in this preseason, and it's a good opportunity to get off on the right foot here if you're the Patriots. KJ Osborne, former Minnesota Viking, lines up top of the screen here on this 3rd down and 5. Brissett from the shotgun motion, right to left to Mario Douglas. Brissett takes a snap, fires underneath, complete, down the right sideline, and more. Gibson rushed out of bounds around the 42-yard line as he picks up around a gain of 14, and the catch moves the chains. Just a simple read in the backfield. Gibson's left wide open on a simple check down here by Jacoby Brissett. As Washington was playing back in coverage, they had the blitz going on as they blitzed up the middle, but that left the near side open in the flat. That was where Antonio Gibson was wide open and moved the chains. 41-yard line right now, Gibson in the backfield. Brissett takes a snap, handoff up the middle. Gibson running for middle of the hashes as he powers his way to the 47-yard line. Good carry off a burst of speed. Picks up 6 in the rush. Brings up a 2nd and 4. Really good start here. Great to see that they were able to convert on that 3rd down. Brissett made a great read off to his check down. Took what the defense was able to give to them. 2nd down and short here for New England. In motion right to left as Douglas once again lines up at the top of the screen. 2 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. Brissett, handoff, right side counter, juke move. Gibson and more. Past midfield, rumbling forward as he dives towards the 47-yard line of Washington territory. Moves the chains, is enough for a gain of 8 on the rush by Gibson. Nice little stutter step right there by Gibson to accelerate off to the 2nd level. Looked like he should have been tackled for a gain of 1 in the backfield, but able to make that juke move and zigzag his way for extra yardage. Jermichael Hasty in the backfield, former Jaguar and 49er. Brissett, play action. Oh, the pass rusher's coming. Brissett, oh, he gets obliterated. Nobody to block up front, and Washington was there for a big sack. Pouncing on Jacoby Brissett as he came free, unblocked. KJ Henry, the defensive end, smothers Brissett for the sack. Whose assignment was this supposed to be right here? Coming across. Somebody forgot their block. Yeah, number 62 in the offensive line. City So completely forgot his man unguarded and just smothers Jacoby Brissett. With KJ Henry, 2nd and 17. That was a 7-yard loss. Brissett from the gun takes a snap, fires across the middle, complete. and wrapped up around the 49-yard line. So that picks up around 6 in the catch, brings up a 3rd and long. Hey, what's good? Siegel in the stream. Welcome in. I'll hit you up on that, man. Glad to have you back in here, Siegel. Hope all is going well out there for you, Siegel. 3rd down and 11. Coming up here for the Patriots. 3 receivers lined up top of the screen, 1 to the bottom. Brissett. The shotgun formation has Hasty in the backfield. Brissett takes a snap. Brissett drops back. Brissett steps up in the pocket. Looking, surveying his time. Fires deep ball down the left sideline. Juggling in and out of the hands. It's incomplete. As he was looking for the former Viking, KJ Osborne couldn't haul it in. Now bring up a 4th and 11. And that's a good pass. Pretty much on the mark right there by Jacoby Brissett. That's one that Osborne needs to haul in. Siegel with a dono. Really appreciate it for the dono there by Siegel. Let's get that dono hype on the stream here. Guys, the legends in the channel. This will be a punt. As Berenger boots it away. That punt rush was coming. And he booms it all the way to the end zone. And that means Washington will take over starting at their own 20. Result in a touchback. So 0-0 first drive stalls for the Patriots. Ooh, Jacoby Brissett, after he got sacked, quite a bit of pain he took there to the ribs area around the chest. That's going to have to be monitored. Would open up the door for Drake Maye to be the quarterback. Do not like what that looked like with him wincing in pain. And that's my worry about the Patriots this year. Is I honestly think that keep all 4 quarterbacks, in my opinion. This might sound outrageous right now because everybody's talking about Bailey Zappi being traded. Bailey Zappi on the practice squad. Yeah, you can put him on the practice squad. I'm fine with that. But honestly, I'd rather keep 4 quarterbacks. And the reason why is because this offensive line is so bad that you might have to use 4 or 5 quarterbacks this season. It's that bad, and that's not a good sign that Jacoby Brissett, after he got sacked a couple plays ago, came up wincing as somebody clearly forgot their blocking assignment. It was City So for the Patriots, who just forgot to block his guy and came up on the bull rush with KJ Henry, and he destroyed Jacoby Brissett. I mean, you never want to see that right there. Brissett first drive, 2 for 4 passing, 19 passing yards, lost 7 on that sack. Nothing you can do. Like, came unguarded, free, and just destroyed Brissett after he took like 2 steps to drop back. Just immediately just came right on top of Brissett. Hot dog or mac and cheese? I like mac and cheese there. Yeah, I'm not like big into like foods with a whole ton of sodium, but mac and cheese is able to do it. Yeah, I haven't had a hot dog in a long time. I usually avoid like hot dogs just because the sodium. Try to eat like as healthy as possible. I had a quesadilla before we got into Niagara Falls. We went to Grand Island, which was like 20 minutes away from the Canadian border in New York. And we stopped at a taco place, and I had a quesadilla, but felt not so great after the quesadilla. I think they put like Kraft Singles cheese in the quesadilla, which is like a processed cheese, which is nowhere close to like other types of cheese. Like, it's not like a healthy cheese or anything. And yeah, it wasn't really a good feeling crossing the Canadian border 20 minutes later. Handoff to start things off for Washington. A lot of dancing in the backfield with a carry of around 1 on a rush by Jeremy McNichols, former Tennessee Titan, on the field. They're going to start off with Jeff Driscoll in his 7th season right now in the NFL. So Driscoll gets the start today for Washington in this preseason game. Jaden Daniels has been named the starter for week number 1 for Washington. Driscoll takes a snap. Driscoll flushed out towards the right in the pocket here as he fires deep down the right sideline, and it's hauled in for the first down. Was he out of bounds, though? There's a penalty flag down as the ball was caught down the far sideline by Byron Pringle. If this stands, it'll be a first down, but We'll have to see if it stands or not. This looks like it's defensive pass interference or holding the tug of the uniform in the secondary by Marco Wilson, the corner. And yeah, that looks like it's a clear catch. Both feet appear to be in bounds down the far sideline. Though this is coming back, actually. So an illegal touch for Washington. So penalty committed by Washington results in a legal touch. So this whole catch, which was like a solid 20-yard reception, comes back. So comes back to the 21-yard line. 3rd down and 8 for Washington. So Washington with that 20-plus yard reception did not stand. Driscoll on the 3rd and 8 takes a snap. Here comes the Patriots pass rush as he fires across the middle, complete for a gain of 9. Needed 8. Right past the marker when Mitchell Tinsley in the reception moves the chains. Straight up the middle by the Patriots. That's been their specialty so far. The preseason has been the pass rush. Top pass rush defense of last year when it came down to stopping the run. This time, number 52, straight up the middle. Just a tad too late, though, with William Bradley King and Driscoll able to get it out of his hands in time. Oh, man, sorry to hear about that, Siegel. That you were in and out of the hospital, but hopefully things are doing much better for you guys right now compared to how you were last couple months. Big run by McNichols, rumbling forward, picks up 8 on the carry, straight to the 40 of Washington territory. Some good burst right there by Jeremy McNichols out of the backfield. Some good offensive additions in the offseason. Austin Eckler came from the Chargers, one of the top fantasy football running backs from a few years ago. Jaden Daniels, they picked up, number 2 in this past year's draft, going to be the starter for week number 1. Head coach Dan Quinn, the new head coach, former Atlanta Falcons head coach for Washington. A rush up the middle by McNichols as he gets submerged for a gain of 1 in the carry, brings up a 3rd and short. Cliff Kingsbury, a lot of familiar faces with former teams in the NFL. He's the offensive coordinator, former Cardinals head coach, but yeah, this looks like a much better position for him because he's got a really good offensive mind. It's just under his team, the defense was brutal when he coached Arizona. 3rd and 1 right now. Under 8.5 left to go in the first. Driscoll handoff up the middle. McNichols met at the line of scrimmage. Appears to be enough, though, to move the chains. So perfect 2 for 2 right now on 3rd downs, as that's good enough right at the 1st down marker to move the chains for Washington. Yeah, that's right. Zach Ertz is on the team. Martavius Bryant, he's back. He hasn't played in the NFL for a while. Driscoll, play action, fires, and has broke it up. Patriots almost intercepted it. The ball comes up incomplete. Second and 10 coming up for Washington with the football placed at their own 42. Driscoll this time from the gun. 3 receivers lined up. Bottom part of the screen. 1 to the top, 1 in the backfield with Chris Rodriguez Jr. And dangerous pass by Driscoll. Almost picked off once again. Jumping the route, couldn't haul it in. Jalen Hawkins almost had a pick 6 right there. Breaks it up, brings up a 3rd and 10. Let's see. Reads the eyes of Driscoll. Driscoll missed the mark of the pass. It went off his tight end's fingertips with Ben Sinnott and almost had a pick 6 to the house there by Hawkins. 3rd and 10 right now at their own 42. Driscoll has 2 backs either side of him in the backfield. Driscoll takes the snap. Flushed out of the pocket towards his right. Throws in the run. The ball's complete. Ooh, big chop-up tackle for the Patriots to make sure that they did not cross the chains. Pick up an 8 on the reception. Not enough to move the chains, though, and this will have to force a punt. That was Marco Wilson, who came up with a tremendous open field tackle. Yeah, I saw that yesterday. Florida State and Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech had a huge upset there, and sorry to hear that from my man Siegel as well. Tough one for FSU yesterday. Washington punts away the football with Tress Way, booms it towards the 10, and will get fielded in the fair catch at the 12. That's where the Patriots will start off this drive, their own 12-yard line coming up. Looks like Drake Maye is going to take the field after one drive for Jacoby Brissett. We'll see what happens coming back. All right, first drive complete for both of these teams. This Patriots defense just an absolute force for them right now. It's going to have to keep them in games all throughout the course of the season. A good start by the former Washington Commander, now in the Patriots, Antonio Gibson. 3 rushes for 17 yards, a reception for 13. Jacoby Brissett, first drive, 2 for 4, 19 passing yards. Took that 7-yard sack. Just nothing you can do about that. City so completely forgot to block his pass rusher that he was going up against in the offensive line. Jeff Driscoll for Washington, 2 for 5, 17 passing yards. Jeremy McNichols had 4 carries for 12. Mitchell Tinsley with a 10-yard catch. Chris Rodriguez Jr. with a 7-yard catch. Couple of passes that could have been intercepted that last drive, but didn't for the Patriots D. Oh, there you go, Siegel. Wow, that's awesome, man. Yeah, I was in Cleveland, actually, that weekend. My sister's group had a Barbershop Harmony Society competition, so the hotel that we stayed at was 10 minutes away from the Guardians field, so on the 4th of July, I got tickets to go see the Guardians game. They played the White Sox, and they beat the White Sox 8-4 that day. And I remember I was looking at the scoreboard to see how the Red Sox were doing. And the Red Sox, I believe they shut out the Marlins that day in the 4th of July. So here we go. Second drive of the game coming up for the Patriots, and Drake Maye takes the field right now. Number 3 overall draft pick from North Carolina, highest Patriots quarterback drafted since 1993 with Drew Bledsoe. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Maye from the shotgun formation, 2 receivers lined up, bottom of the screen, 1 to the top here. Low snap, Maye bobbles it, Maye pounces on it, and he just has to take the sack. I have to say something. Drake Maye really, really smart with his decision-making, what he's done so far. Like, he's protective of his body, protective of himself. This offensive line's just going to wreck him. I mean, this offensive line is not good. And Jacoby Brissett right now is out of the game. Looks like he took a shot to the upper rib area on that sack. That's why I'm really concerned. I talked about it a couple minutes ago. Why they should keep 4 quarterbacks in the rosters. The out route pass is complete to Jalen Polk, picks up 4 on the catch of the 12-yard line. And this will bring up a 3rd and long for Drake Maye in the offense. This is where heroes and legends are made here. And Drake Maye with a golden opportunity right now for a vertical pass down the field to move the chains in this 3rd and 14. Hey, what's good, Charlize? So welcome back in. Thanks for stopping by. And the shotgun formation lined up all the way back at their own 8-yard line here. Drake Maye in the offense. 3 receivers lined up to the top of the screen and 1 to the bottom. Maye from the gun takes a snap, drops back at his own end zone, steps up, pump fake. Maye gonna scramble, rushes himself. Drake Maye, and he picks up the first down. Rumbles right past the 20 to the 25-yard line. That's a pick of a 17 and a scramble right up the middle. If that's Tom Brady, if that's Mac Jones, if that's Drew Bledsoe, That's going to be 4th down coming up. Drake Maye, one pump fake, completely fools the defense, rushes down the right side hash, past the 10, 15, 20. Tackle down around the 25. Good for a 17-yard rush straight up the middle. 1st and 10. Maye takes a snap, handoff up the middle, rumbling forward past the 30, chopped down around the 32, pick up a 7 on the carry by Jermichael Hasty for the Patriots. Again, Maye got tripped up by his own offensive lineman as we see number 51 get pushed right back into Maye, but the composure of Drake Maye, it has been excellent so far this preseason. Really, really love the composure of this young man and what we're seeing right now. Keeping his calm, keeping his cool. Nick Leverett, the starting center. You cannot get pushed back that far that you get pushed back on top of Drake Maye. Maye, the single set back formation. Hasty lines up behind him in the backfield. Football spotted at their own 32. Maye play action. Here comes the pass rush. Maye steps up, floats the pass down the field. It's caught and more past the 40. Inside the 40. Dragged down from behind around the 37 as it goes past midfield. That connection going to be one for many, many years, hopefully to come in the future. Drake Maye hooks up with Jalen Polk in the 1st down. 29-yard reception on the crosser. Going from the right side to the left side of the field, Jalen Polk in the crossing route, and Drake Maye pinpointed out perfectly on the floating pass over to Jalen Polk with one step behind his DB. 1st and 10 around the 38-yard line of Washington territory. Maye, 2 for 3 passing so far. 33 passing yards as Maye went down with another bad snap by the center. This starting center, not good. Drake Maye couldn't handle it cleanly, and Maye, for the 2nd time today, fumbles as it gets statted as a Drake Maye fumble, and he pounces on it once again. I really like how Drake Maye, it's been a couple stressful situations for him. He just plays it smart, whereas other quarterbacks would get up, try to run, and then force a pass and probably get picked off after a horrendous start. Maye takes a snap from the gun, steps up. Maye's pass is incomplete for the time being, or was he fumbled? I think his arm was coming forward. We shall see, though. Washington is rolling it a fumble, but right now it's 3rd and 13. And it's been ruled by the officials incomplete. Nick Leverett, again. I wonder if awful coaching would ever do a segment about football, because I would love to see him rip to shreds this Patriots offensive line right now. That's why they need 4 quarterbacks, and that's the reason why they should keep Bailey Zappi on the roster this season, is because Brissett, injured today. Looks like an upper rib injury with him taking a sack on the first drive. Drake Maye feeling the pressure a couple times in this drive. Joe Milton is going to feel the pressure when he steps up as the starting quarterback at some point this season, probably by the time that Week 5 comes around. And then probably by the time that we get to Week 12, Bailey Zappi is going to be the quarterback. If this is how bad your offensive line is, you're going to need 4 or 5 quarterbacks this season to go through. Maye takes a snap. And not much running room going on there. Lost it 2 in the carry. This offensive line, so bad. You're supposed to be blocking up the field, pushing the pile forward. Instead, the pile pushes back, and the running back, Jermichael Hasty, loses 2 on the halfback draw. This is a terrible, terrible offensive line. Like, where's the blocking? Like, let me know when there's going to be a 100-plus yard rushing game this season, because I don't see any hope in that happening, honestly. 5 wide, Maye fires, far side, caught at the 35, as that's a pickup of around 3 and the catch by Tyquan Thornton. Harry, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. AFC division winners, Chiefs, Texans, Bengals, and Dolphins. I like the Ravens out of the AFC North. I do think the Dolphins can win the East this year. It's either between them or Buffalo. Buffalo lost quite a bit, though, in the offseason for them. Dolphins just have to win games against really good teams for them. Maye takes a snap, 3rd down and 8, steps up, backpedals. Maye fires, far side, and is caught, hauled in at the 19-yard line. And a 1st down and 10 coming up for the Patriots. Demario Douglas on the reception. Douglas picks up a gain of 16 in the catch. I love the poise right now by Drake Maye, what he's showing in the pocket so far. Perfect 4 for 4 passing, 53 passing yards. A couple missed time exchanges between the center and him, but keeping his poise, pouncing on the snap immediately. Really helping out the cause here for Drake Maye. Positive spot in this game. Maye, the play clock's winding down to 5 right now. Going to have to get one off quicker. Going to have to burn a timeout. He does. Gets the snap off with 1 in the play clock. Maye, pump fake, floats the pass, and it's too tall and completes. Looking for Demario Douglas in a simple crossover, but floated it too tall over the head of Douglas. Stops the clock with 47 seconds. Oh, awesome. I'll check that out sometime, Siegel. 7-1 Red Sox. Yeah, they were rolling against the Marlins that week, and they swept the Marlins. They just got swept against the D-backs, though, so they still got a lot of work before they get themselves back into like the wild card picture. Maye, 5 wide, takes the snap. Fires, near side, caught, turns upfield, past the 10, past the 5, chopped up, diving forward to the end zone. Touchdown, Patriots. 16-yard touchdown catch by Kevin Harris. The HB for the Patriots to go on top 6-0. Just a simple screen pass down the near side of the field by Drake Maye, and Kevin Harris does the rest of the work. Drake Maye fires near side. Harris catches it, avoids being wrapped up, turns upfield down the sideline, and then able to use that leverage as he bounces up over a tackler, uses that leverage to pounce his way into the end zone. Chad Ryland on the extra point to right down the middle. It's 7-0 for the Patriots to begin this game. A lot of promise. Opening drive. Drake Maye, a couple third downs and long that he completed upon on that opening drive. Cool, calm, and composed. Gotta love that from a rookie quarterback. High IQ. And he's got that right now as the Patriots up 7-0. A really good start right here. Like, for everybody just trash talking the Patriots this year, how they're gonna be like 2-15, 1-16, 0-17, how they're gonna be well under 4 victories this year. If there's a glimmer of hope, it is Drake Maye. If that's the glimmer of hope, it's because of Drake Maye led them there. Great opening drive by him today. Not a good sign for Jacoby Brissett going down. I'm going to check to see if there's an update with that, with Jacoby Brissett going down, but excellent drive. Yes, I think it's time for Aaron Rodgers to retire. First quarter, everybody. We got 20 plus watching. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Special live stream tonight between the Patriots and the Commanders here for the NFL. Gonna check to see if there's any updates about Jacoby Brissett. He took a sack and he went down hard, wincing in pain with his upper ribs area. Got absolutely destroyed by KJ Henry in the edge rush, where City so forgot to block Henry. And yeah, Brissett got crunched on that play. So it's been reported that he did get injured, came up in a bit of pain, but we're not sure. Oh, here we go. NBC sideline reporter Melissa Stark on Jacoby Brissett. Quote, he came to the sideline after the Patriots' first drive. He was grimacing, grabbing at that right shoulder. He had a quick conversation with that athletic trainer. No exam took place. He is now standing on the sideline with his helmet, and he's pointing to his right shoulder. Yeah, so that's not a good sign right there. So Jacoby Brissett, right shoulder, that he was pointing to, grimacing in pain after he took that opening drive sack, but opens up the door right now for Drake Maye, which Jacoby Brissett's really struggled for the bridge quarterback so far. in this preseason. Drake Maye, 5 for 6 in this opening drive. Commanders return this kick. And not much going on that return. Number 10, the return man for Washington. Got spun up like a top up in the air. Washington will start off this drive coming up. Yeah, I remember one year they were called WFT, the Washington football team. Their acronym was WFT for 1 year. Jeff Driscoll, right to left on the field from the shotgun formation. They start off around their own 25-yard line. Screens down near side, caught by Mitchell Tinsley. He had a gain of 10 on the reception earlier, and he gets out of bounds around a gain of 7 on the catch. Hey, what's good, Benny? Welcome in. Hope all is going well. Glad to have you back in, man. Just got back, actually, from Niagara Falls yesterday, so I was on vacation since Wednesday. That's going to be holding committed by Washington to start off this drive. Yeah, I saw you went on your honeymoon a little while ago. That's awesome, man. Number 89 for Washington. That is Bryson Tremaine holding up fields for the wide receiver. Backs them up 10. And takes us down to the final 20 seconds left to go in the first here. Driscoll from the shotgun as they get their football at their own 15. Takes us now, fires towards the right side of the hashes. Diving catch by Mitchell Tinsley. Picks up around 5 in the catch as it takes us down to the end of the first quarter. So through 1. Comp Cole collected with Drake Maye. Excellent drive that he had. Couple 3rd and longs that they were able to capitalize on. 71 yards, 5 for 6 passing. A touchdown pass in the opening drive. It's good to see yards after the catch so far by the Patriots. Jalen Polk, 2 receptions. Long of 29. Longest throw of the game by Drake Maye. Kevin Harris, turned up field. Had the touchdown catch as he screened it out towards the near side for Drake Maye. And really, really good start here. Yeah, I think it's going to be a tough season, honestly. This offensive line has been horrific. Yeah, people have asked me, like, how many wins do I think they'll get this year? I'm going with 6, for my opinion. A lot of people I know got them under 4. I'm gonna go 6 this year. Just feeling optimistic, but I just worry about this offensive line that they might have to go through multiple quarterbacks. Jacoby Brissett, he got sacked and he was grimacing in pain on this drive. On the first drive of the game. Drake Maye, he had 2 missed exchanges with a center on the team. Yeah, it's probably gonna be really rough this year. A couple people I know got them going like 2-15 this year. They got the toughest schedule out of anyone too. Actually, been a couple really good days for sports. I caught the Little League World Series. Last couple innings this afternoon, it was crazy. Florida came back and won. They won on a walk-off bunt. So the base runners start off at second base after the end of the 7th inning. So they went into extra innings, and Florida went for a bunt. Second baseman for Chinese Taipei didn't cover the bag at first base, and The pitcher threw the ball to first base. Nobody was there. Rolled into the outfield, and Florida won in a walk-off bunt. Jeremy McNichols takes it down the left side of the sideline here. Picks up around 7 on the carry. So this will be a 3rd down and 3 coming up for Washington. And then yesterday, once we got to the hotel in upstate New York, I caught the final couple laps of the NASCAR race at Daytona last night. It was just crazy. There were 2 massive crashes. They had to go into overtime. Driscoll takes the snap as he steps up in the pocket, and he gets tackled down for a sack, a loss of 1. Patriots able to converge, and that is number 99 with Keon White, who takes down Jeff Driscoll, forces another punting unit opportunity coming up for Washington as they have to put their punting unit back on the field. Yep. I remember that 2016 classic. The bunt heard around the world as Washington boots away this football. It's a good punt, booming all the way back to the 15. Fair caught around the 13, and that's where the Patriots will start off as Jalen Reagor goes in for the fair catch. Yeah, that was like the only game I caught for the Little League World Series. I usually catch more, but I've been like really busy this year, so I only caught the championship game this year. That NASCAR race, though, was insane yesterday. It was Ty Berry number 4 with 2 laps to go. He got turned over. I think he was in 2nd place. He got flipped upside down, and then his whole car just spun on his roof like 6 or 7 times, just spun around. And he walked off with no injuries or anything. Like, he was okay. Nice check down there by Drake Maye, able to tear it outfield. Jamichael Hasty into a 13-yard reception and moves the chains. Dart after dart after dart. Drake Maye, 6 for 7, 85 passing yards. Yeah, Florida won the championship this afternoon. So they came back, they beat Texas yesterday, and then they came back, they were down 1-0 against Chinese Taipei. And we get a false start to offensive line for the Patriots, so that will back them up 5. Yeah, the race at New Hampshire, it went pretty well. I actually only saw like 70% of it. So that day that I went up to the race in New Hampshire, we were in a severe thunderstorm. So what happened is that the rain, we had a rain delay. I think it was on like, it was around like the 200s, I think, for the lap. I think it was like, it was on 218 on the 301. We got into a rain delay, and it was bad. There were tornadoes that day that happened in like southern New Hampshire. It was some severe weather. So we had to walk back like 15 minutes to the car in the parking lot. And it was thunder and lightning, hail, big time thunderstorms. And then it was so bad, I got a message from text message from New Hampshire Motor Speedway saying to seek shelter because of how bad the severe weather was. As Douglas gets taken down in the backfield off the screen pass. Nothing there. Back to the line of scrimmage. Brings up a 3rd down and long. So what happened is that all the cars were leaving the parking lot. So nobody thought that the race would resume. So we were backed up in the parking lot for hours. And then when we were like in the middle of the parking lot, exiting the facility, we get a text message saying that they're drying the track. They're going to resume racing a half an hour later. Well, by that time, it's like 6:30 p.m., and they did resume racing. Unfortunately, I was stuck in the parking lot, so I couldn't see the end of the race because we were forced to exit. Since we were already towards the exit, they wouldn't let anybody come back in as Maye passes for about 4 here to check down. We get a penalty flag down once again. That's going to be on the offense, so false start on the offensive line. They're going to replay 3rd down coming up. They got that race in, but it didn't finish until like 8:40 at night. Basically finished when the whole track was dark that night. Yeah, I went 1 year, and we were in like a 3-hour rain delay. Didn't get home till midnight that day. This is a pretty poor punt, bouncing around the 30. Washington territory. It's going to be down around the 28, so that's where Washington's going to take over, starting at their own 28-yard line coming up. Yeah, I do fantasy football. I got one league for this year that we're doing. The past couple of years I was in like multiple leagues, but we got one league going on this year. Yeah, what happened in the car race? Well, the one that went on last night, I caught the tail end of Daytona, the the night race, and Harrison Burton won his first Cup race last night at Daytona. Kyle Busch had the lead down the final straightaway, and then Harrison Burton got a push from the top lane and then blocked Kyle Busch and won the race. So Kyle Busch still doesn't have a playoff spot. He hasn't won all season long this year. I think he has like a 100 plus win drought or something like that right now for him. But there were two major crashes at Daytona yesterday that I saw. I watched it on TV. And yeah, so I went to the Cup race back in June in New Hampshire, and yeah, they finished that race on rain tires. That was the first ever short track that they finished the race in rain tires. So they brought out like the jet dryers. So whenever there's like a rain delay, because one time, I think it was 2021. Yeah, that was the year that nobody was there. When I went in 2021, we were in like a 3-hour rain delay. They brought out the jet dryers. This past year was packed. Like it took us like a full like hour to like move an inch off the parking lot. Like it took us 2 hours to finally like move out of the parking lot. It's just like past 2 years that I've gone, it's just been brutal getting out of that parking lot. It was never like that before. Yeah, we were when it resumed, we were exited out of the gates. Yeah, we were out of the gates and we were on to like the route. It was Route 106. That is what the road is on the New Hampshire Motor Speedway. So we were basically on Route 106 when it resumed. Braden, welcome in. Sending my thoughts and prayers out for your girlfriend there. So sorry to hear that, man. Sorry to hear that. We get back to action. Driscoll hands it off to his running back as he cuts it down the right sideline. Chris Rodriguez picks up a 10 as he rushes out of bounds. There's a penalty flag down, though. Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. I went in for, it was an MRI last week. It was back in February. They found like a lesion. It was non-cancerous on my it was kind of towards like my liver area. So my last couple blood tests that came back was like high in certain bloods. It was bilirubin and alt, which kept on being higher. So they took an MRI, but things came back fine off the MRI. So it's non-cancerous, and it's just like a 5 millimeter lesion in my liver area. But I don't have any problems or anything. So I feel fine. So I think I said that my last stream, it was the day before I was going in. And I was like 15 minutes in, 15 minutes out. It wasn't anything bad. They put you in a tunnel, though, as we get a false start here by the offensive line of Washington. Washington's backed up all the way back to their own 14-yard line here. Driscoll takes a snap from the gun, looks left, fires left side underneath, complete at the 19. Picks up 5 on the catch as the pile keeps on going for a little bit more than that, right to the 20. So they get an extra yard after the catch by the Commanders, and it will bring up a 3rd down and long. Nothing really going on with the offense in this game right now for Washington here. They're the 3rd and a mile, 3rd and 18 coming up. Multiple penalties on this drive set them backwards. Jaden Daniels not playing tonight. He has been good to go for week number 1 as he is locked in at the week 1 starting position. Driscoll takes a snap, dancing in the pocket, fires underneath, completes. But Rodriguez gets wrapped up by a sea of white Patriots jerseys, well shy of the 1st down marker, and this will bring out the punting unit once again for the Commanders to punt away the football. Patriots just reading everything perfectly in the checkdowns underneath the field. And you got to test out the defense by going long. This Patriots defense really hasn't been tested throughout this entire preseason. All the quarterbacks they face just keep on going underneath. Washington boots away the football. This is a high booming kick. Patriots back at their own 15, returning. A lot of dancing back there, trying to make something happen. Return to the 20 on a kick return of around 6 by Demario Douglas. The Patriots will take over. 9:24 left to go before halftime with the football. This game's moving by right now. Drake Maye, 8 for 9 passing, 83 passing yards, passing touchdown, really getting some good opportunities to shine so far, delivering in this game. QB rating 142.1 to begin for Drake Maye. Maye out there right now as they begin at their own 20. They go in a single set back formation. Maye, hand off. Kevin Harris has the touchdown reception. Harris wrapped up for a loss of 1 in the backfield. As Harris gets met by John Ridgway III for a loss of 1 as he takes him down from behind. Second and 11 here for the Patriots. Maye from the shotgun formation. Harris lines up to the left side, and Maye from the gun here. Maye takes a snap. Penalty flag comes flying down, floats the pass left side. Diving catch for the Patriots right at the 1st down marker by Tyquan Thornton. We'll see what this will be rolled on, though, because looks like it's going to go against the offense. That's what all indications look like right now. Patriots walking back to their old spot in the huddle, and it is on the offense. False start by the offense. It's a core of 4. Oh, that's how he types, Andrew. So he types with all capitals. Maye in the 3rd and 11 fires, and off the page, a Thornton incomplete. Thornton looking to go for a slant, and Maye not on that same page, went for a quick out route towards the far side. So that dropped incomplete. And this will bring up the punting unit once again. Bryce Behringer comes onto the field, and the return man back will be number 10, Casimir Allen for Washington. Behringer receives the punt and boots it away as Allen is the return man back. High, booming punt around the 30. Fair caught around the 33. So that's where They're going to take over for this drive here for Washington. They'll start off at their own 33. All right, 64% right now taking the Patriots. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. 36% going for the Commanders right now, and that poll could very well change. All you have to do is vote if you haven't already done so. Good start for Drake Maye, though. First drive resulted in a touchdown on a screen pass to Kevin Harris, able to turn upfield for a 16-yard catch in the run for the touchdown. Drake Maye, 8 for 11 passing, 83 passing yards. Jacoby Brissett left as he got sacked in the opening drive, and he came up grimacing in pain. Oof. So yeah, Jacoby Brissett was pointing to his right shoulder on the sideline. So that may be like a separated shoulder or so by Brissett. They really gotta make some moves here in this offensive line. Like, be able to acquire some key players here somehow to get them better, because this offensive line is just gonna make things really difficult for this team this year, for the Patriots. Tomorrow I go back to work. So yeah, I'm back to work tomorrow. Chiefs and Ravens open up the season at Arrowhead. That will take place on Thursday, September 5th for the season opener. 8:33 left to go before half. Washington starts off with the football here on this drive at their own 33. The pass across the middle, intercepted by the Patriots. It's their first takeaway defensively of this preseason, as Jeff Driscoll and his pass in a line down the middle of the field gets picked off, and the Patriots defender is there with Joe Giles Harris as he comes out with an interception. That was on a laser direct line by Driscoll, and Harris just reads the route, jumps it, and intercepts it. There is a penalty flag down. I believe if there was a flag, it's going to come after the end of this play for unsportsmanlike conduct. Let's see here in this replay. Driscoll took the snap, stepped up in the pocket, zipped it across the middle. That is into double coverage, a tight window, and picked off by Giles Harris, the middle linebacker for New England. Personal foul by Tristan Hill, the Patriots. So extracurricular activities after the play was over. And this will be Patriots football. Third season in the NFL. Got an interception tonight. Looking excellent, though, in the preseason, battling for a roster spot here for Joe Giles Harris. Siegel with a dono. Really appreciate with another dono by Siegel. Patriots take over. Drake Maye in the offense. Looking to put this into points right now. Turning this drive into points. They start off at their own 44-yard line. Maye, play action. Maye in the pocket. Maye launches deep ball down the right sideline. Incomplete. Almost intercepted right back by Washington. A DB with his outstretched hands almost picked it off with Jeremy Reeves. This is go time right now. If you're the Patriots, you probably should have started off with a run right there, in my opinion. You always want to start off the run, get a feel to see how much you can pick up motion in the backfield with Polk. Maye takes a snap, hand off Kevin Harris. A lot of juking in the backfield as he is able to take it forward for a pick of 2 and a carry. There's a penalty down, though. It's going to be on the offense. Holding on the offense with Layden Robinson. Third penalty of the game by the Patriots. 30 yards via penalties they've got so far that they've accumulated. So 3 penalties for 30 penalty yards. 11 different offensive linemen started a game last year. That was tied for third most in the NFL. Maye goes from the shotgun formation right now. A second down and 20. Football spotted at their own 34-yard line. Motion in the backfield, lining up to the right now with Jermichael Hasty to back. Maye takes a snap, fires, quick slant across the middle, incomplete. In and out of the hands of Jalen Rieger as he cannot catch it. The pass was a little bit behind by Maye, and this will bring up a 3rd and 20. Derby, what's good? Welcome back in here, bud. 3rd and 20. Good opportunity to see if he can make this pass down the field for Drake Maye. 20 yards to the first down marker. Good opportunity to steal the starting job from Jacoby Brissett. If Drake Maye makes this pass, it really helps out the cause for him. Maye takes the snap, 3rd and 20. Flushed out to his right, check down. Underneath, complete to Hasty. Hasty past the 40, dragged down from behind at the 41. Picks up 10. Needed 20, but we'll see about this penalty flag. There is another penalty flag that came down on the turf, and see if this is going to go against Washington or go against the Patriots here. It's going to be another Patriots penalty. 2 of them. It's disastrous. Oh, man, just disastrous. False start on the offensive line. Holding by the same player as well. Number 77 is going to get cut. Chukwuma Okorafor. 2 penalties for him on the same exact play. As Bryce Behringer has to punt it away. Booming punts, and it will be too long as it bounces all the way past the end zone, and Washington will take over their own 20. Hey, what's good, Robert? Welcome back in here, man. 7:22 left to go before halftime, and yeah, the Patriots making mistakes right now. A lot of penalties recently. Luckily, it's the preseason. You can't have this happening, though, in the actual games. So that was a good opportunity. They got the interception. They couldn't make any points out of it, though. And they actually went backwards on that drive. Not because of lost yardage, but because of penalties. So that really hurts. And these woes in the offensive line, they keep on continuing. Like, this offensive line just keeps on breaking this team. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe right now. Special live stream here at the moment. Patriots 148 total yards, just 62 by Washington, 8-2 in total first downs, but only 7 to show for the board. I feel like they should have at least like 10 or 14 instead of just 7. They were set up in great field position around their own 40, where they started the last drive and they couldn't march forward. They marched backwards. Yeah, this offensive line is just not good. Needs a lot of help. Yeah, weekend's been pretty well. Heading back to work tomorrow. I got back recently from a vacation, so we were away since Wednesday in vacation. We went to Niagara Falls, did a lot of cool stuff out there. Have a couple cool tunnels that lead you underground and have you view the falls from like not too far away. It's definitely an amazing view out there. Commanders take over starting at their own 20. Jeff Driscoll just got picked off the last drive. This time he hands it up the middle on a draw. Carried for around 6 in the rush is Michael Wiley. Actual games begin on Thursday, September 5th. Chiefs hosting the Ravens. So we're down to under 7 minutes left to go before halftime here. Driscoll in the shotgun, 2 receivers lined up, bottom of the screen. One bunched up to the top here. Driscoll takes a snap, pressure coming, forced out to his right, throws in the run, zips it in, tight window, it's caught. Around the 38-yard line of Washington territory, enough to move the chains in the reception by Mitchell Tinsley. So getting into a little bit of command of this offense right now. Jeff Driscoll is 6 for 11 passing, 52 passing yards, threw an interception in the last drive. Able to redeem himself here, though. Looking good so far this drive. Driscoll from the shotgun. They go into the pistol formation right now. Goes back up to the line of scrimmage. Going to see if he can call an audible. 2 receivers lined up to the top. 1 to the bottom here. Driscoll from the pistol. Takes a snap. Handoff up the middle. Rumbling forward. Pick up 1 on the carries. They get sent to Michael Wiley, the running back. Yeah, they were coming on during the last stream too. I think they do that for like these NFL streams for some reason. I don't see that happening for the basketball streams, having those types of accounts that pop up just randomly, but I've seen them from time to time that come on an NFL stream. 2nd and 9 at their own 40-yard line. Driscoll floating the pass near side, incomplete. Too strong, brings up a 3rd and 9. This defense been an absolute force. Just 3 first downs allowed in this entire first half by the Patriots defense. It's been excellent throughout this preseason. I mean, these guys fundamentally, defensively, are awesome. And it starts with coaching, with a lot of just the fundamentals led by head coach Maye. Just now the offense is just miles behind the defense. Driscoll on the 3rd and 9 takes the snap, pressure comes. Driscoll zips it in, first down. Needed 10, got 11. On the reception to the 49-yard line, moves the chains as Byron Pringle catches it. Jeff Driscoll, the quarterback for Washington, starting to mount confidence right now. As we're down to the final 5 minutes before halftime, Driscoll just shy midfield here, goes from the shotgun. 2 lined up to the top for receivers, 2 to the bottom, 1 in the backfield lined up left side of Driscoll. Takes the snap, floats the pass underneath, and he gets destroyed. Loss of 3 on the reception by the running back, Michael Wiley. It was Christian Ellis who comes up and destroys Wiley, and the catch is a loss of 3 in the reception. 2nd and 13 now. Read it perfectly by Christian Ellis. An outside linebacker looking for a spot on the team. Driscoll on the 2nd and 13 takes the snap, fires underneath off the check down pass midfield, tackled around the 46-yard line. So picks up around half of those yardages right back with Mitchell Tinsley. And this is going to bring up a 3rd down coming up for Washington. Time's ticking down, under 4 minutes left to go here before half. Patriots on the pass rush and the pressures. Really stepping up right now. 3rd down and 4. Driscoll from the gun takes the snap. Here comes the pass rush. Driscoll steps up, rushes for it. Is it enough? I do not think so. Looks like that knee is about a yard shy. Depends on where this football will be spotted, but great tackle by Sam Roberts, the defensive tackle. That football's a yard short. A yard short where the football is being spotted, and now first real big decision of this game with head coach Dan Quinn and Washington if they'll elect to go for it or not. 4th and 1, they keep the offense on the field. Football spotted at the 41-yard line of Patriots territory. Driscoll takes a snap, handoff, draw, up the middle, good for a first down, tackled at the 40. Needed 1, got 2 in the carry with Wiley. There's an injured player on the defensive side of the field down, and that's not a good sign. That is the player who came up with the interception during the last drive, who is down, number 44, Joe Giles Harris. A little bit shaken up right now on the field for the Patriots D. So we are down to 2:51 left to go before halftime here. The dominant first half in total yardage for the Patriots for the most part. 148 to 103 right now. When they started off this drive, it was around 148 to like 65. 8 first downs by the Patriots, 5 by Washington. Patriots plus 11 in rushing yards right now, 47 to 36 at the moment. Penalties, though, haunting both of these teams. 5 penalties by Washington, 3 penalties by the Patriots here today. Screen pass, far side of the field, caught on a catch of around 4 on the reception by Marcus Rosemy-Jacksaint. Handoff up the middle, rumbling forward, and that's enough for the first down. Michael Wiley able to take it right up the gut. That takes us right to the 2-minute warning, actually. This will take us straight to the 2-minute warning right now. Patriots 7-0. Drake Maye, first drive of the game that he came in, hooked up with Kevin Harris near side of the field for an 18-yard touchdown reception. The lone score of today's game. Alright, if you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe right now as we go to the 2-minute warning timeouts. Drake Maye, 9 for 14 passing, 89 passing yards, looking great out there. The offensive line, though, not helping out the cause. 3 penalties so far committed. And a couple of plays that's resulted in going backwards because of the offensive line issues. Washington, led by quarterback Jeff Driscoll, the lone player to start under center today in his preseason game. 10 for 16, 71 passing yards and an interception. Hey, have a nice night, Andrew. Thanks for joining in tonight, man. Yeah, we actually had this question brought up last week for one of the shows that they help out with. The guy brought up this question on his show. Who's more likely to repeat, the Kansas City Chiefs or the Boston Celtics for next year as champions? Really good question right there. 2 minutes left to go before halftime. From the shotgun formation, Jeff Driscoll takes the snap, steps back, fires underneath, completes, and tackled for around a gain of 2 in the reception to the running back. So went for a check down in the backfield to Michael Wiley. Brings up a 3rd down and long. $1:54 now left to go before halftime. I actually get an official review right now here was I don't know what they're challenging because the first down marker is well away from that point. Inbounds. Okay, inbounds. So that's why the clock stopped. So an official review where the running back was tackled and he was tackled inbounds. So the clock now starts and the referee's whistle. So this is going to bring up a 3rd down and 9 coming up for Washington here. Yeah, it looks like it was like a separated shoulder or something. So thanks for the update there from Bradley. So Jacoby Brissett, that opening drive where he gets sacked, suffered a right shoulder injury. Yeah, that's tough there. This offensive line just, oh man, it's brutal. Poor guy dropped back to pass, unblocked, and got destroyed by a defensive end for Washington on that sack. Yeah, and you could tell he was severely hurt. He came up, he was grimacing in pain. And then when he went back to the sideline, he was pointing out to his right shoulder. 3rd down and 9. Driscoll going empty. Fires as he gets destroyed as soon as he launched the football. Going backwards, though. It's a loss of 4 on the catch as the player's helmet came off as well on the reception with Jamison Crowder, number 80, going backwards. That's number 89, actually. Yeah, 89. Bryson Tremaine. He went backwards as he got submerged by 2 Patriots before he even got to the line of scrimmage. Sean Wade. That was Marcellus Dial who was in there as well. The Patriots burned a timeout. It's going to be a 4th down and 12 coming up for Washington. They're going to have to punt it away. Tress Way standing at the edge of his midfield logo. That's Way, boots it away. This kick bounces inside of 5, takes a bounce all the way to the Washington end zone. They had a couple players back there on special teams that downed it, but a little bit away from where that football was. The Patriots will start off their own 20. A lot to be admired so far by Drake Maye. Gonna see if he can use this as like a 2-minute warning to build it up going into halftime to see if they can take a 2-possession lead. Drake Maye so far 9 for 14 passing, 89 passing yards. His first drive resulted in a 18-yard touchdown pass to the halfback, Kevin Harris. And also a 3rd and long, Drake Maye scrambled for 17 yards up the middle on a rush. So doing it both through the air and through his feet so far in this game, down to 1:23 remaining before halftime. They start off 80 yards away from their own end zone at their own 20. This play gets blown dead in the backfield. That's the 4th penalty today. But the Patriots, or is this on Washington here? Neutral zone infraction. It's actually on Washington. Usually when you see the official blow plays dead, it's always for the majority of the time on the offense. But this gets blown dead because of a neutral zone infraction on the defense. Don't see that too often. But player safety, a big key. So that puts up the football 1st and 5 at their own 25. Maye airs it out, deep ball down the left sideline. Incomplete. About a yard or two over the outstretched fingertips of Javon Baker, looking for that post route down the near sideline, but cannot haul it in. Brings up a 2nd and 5. Home run ball trying to be displayed right now. Which, I mean, I get. It's a preseason game. But you want to manage the clock as well. And if you get a 1st and 5, most likely you want to run for that 1st and 5. City So injured as he is down on the grass right now, being checked out by the medical staff. So we're going to take a timeout right now on the field. City So is down on the last play, and he was the one who gave up the sack, which injured Jacoby Brissett on the opening drive. Yep, so this coming out right now. Ian Rappaport tweeted out, quarterback Jacoby Brissett suffered a right shoulder injury, is questionable to return. Adam Schefter, Jacoby Brissett suffered a right shoulder injury, and the play that he suffered it was that he dropped back like 2-3 steps off the drop back play action, and he got just smothered. A City So forgot to block, and it was KJ Henry who destroyed Brissett. So he is questionable to return for Brissett. Yeah, just don't play Brissett tonight. Questionable should just be rolled out, honestly. It's a preseason game. The plan was to play Brissett 1 to 2 series snaps in there. He only played 1 series for Brissett. He's 2 for 4 passing tonight, 19 passing yards, and took that 7-yard sack, which resulted in him getting injured. So one of the doctors on Twitter tweeting out right now, most common injury with this mechanism is an AC joint versus ribs or both. So best case is that Brissett could be back by week 1. Mid case is that he is down for 3 to 4 weeks for Brissett. So predicting how severe this injury is, it's impossible, but this opens up the door for Drake Maye that we could see Drake Maye start week number 1 against Cincinnati. Sunday, September 8th, 1 p.m. Patriots on the road at Cincinnati. Jacoby Brissett, starting quarterback for the Patriots. He was the one who went down. So Drake Maye is still out there. Maye takes a snap, handoff and a draw to Hasty. Hasty bounces towards the outside. Hasty past the 30-yard line, picks up the first down, moving the chains to the 33 of Patriot territory. Time's ticking down, though. Under 1:10 left to go before halftime here. They got to go urgent. Drake Maye in the offense looking for this 2-minute crunch drill here. Maye fires underneath, caught by Hasty, using the sideline, gets out of bounds. Now stop the clock with 56 seconds. Picks up around 5 in the catch. And Drake Maye's got an arm. Look for him to target deep down the field. 2nd down and long coming up for the Patriots right now. 10 for 16 passing, 92 passing yards by Maye. Being careful with the football. Maye from the shotgun, Hasty in the backfield. Maye takes a snap, steps up in the pocket. Maye launches, right side, caught, making a turn, pass midfield, out of bounds around the 48-yard line of Washington territory. It moves the chains for the first down reception. That is by Javon Baker, a rookie from UCF. Really sparked promise in the training camp sessions. The day that I went to the training camp, I believe it was July 28th. He had an excellent diving grab, and Javon Baker pitch and catch. Good in the reception for around 16 to move the chains for Drake Maye in the offense. Football past midfield now at the 48-yard line of Washington territory. Maye takes a snap, draws back, fires. Near side, caught, first down, juggled past the 40, inside the 35, out of bounds, right at the 35 by Jalen Polk for a 13-yard catch. Penalty flag is down, though. It's going to be in the offense, so that negates a 13-yard penalty because of holding on the offensive line. Holding on the offensive line, number 74, Michael Jordan is his name. Not the basketball player, the GOAT for MJ. Got the same name for the Patriots preseason football roster right now as Michael Jordan on the offensive line. Fourth penalty for 40 total penalty yards. Backs up the Patriots 10 yards. Maye from the shotgun here at his own 42. Steps up in the pocket. Launches. Right side. Past midfield again on the reception. Lunging forward. Diving on the bounds. Around the 47-yard line of Washington territory. Not enough to move the chains, but good enough to get half of those yards back. Picks up a gain of 11 on the catch. It will be a 2nd down and 9 for the Patriots. 2nd and 9. Clock stop with 36 seconds left to go. Jalen Polk able to stretch out of bounds. Football is placed at the 48-yard line of Washington territory. Maye from the shotgun. He takes a snap, draws back. Penalty flag down again. Flushed out towards his left out of the pocket. Maye fires. Deep ball down the left side. Open. And it's caught. Turning upfield to the end zone. If it stands, it's a touchdown by KJ Osborne. If this play stands, there was a penalty flag that came flying down back of the line of scrimmage, though. If it stands, it'll be Drake Maye's 2nd touchdown, but no. Offensive penalty, repeat 2nd down. He's going to get caught, number 77, Chukwuma Okorafor. Illegal hands to the face, negates a 48-yard touchdown pass by Drake Maye. That is the worst. When your quarterback throws a 48-yard dime, pitch and catch down the field to Diami Brown for the touchdown, and it gets called back because of illegal hands to the face. 21 seconds left. Maye. Pump fake. Maye fires, forces it in there, broke it up, incomplete. Looking to thread the needle on a jump pass. It stops the clock with 19 seconds. 3rd and 15 coming up for Drake Maye here. You can take 2 options right now. Just air out the home run ball right before halftime. See what happens. Or go for the field goal if you're Drake Maye. That was a tight window. That was catchable, though, for Jalen Polk. 48-yard line of Washington territory. That's where the football spot. And Maye takes a snap, fires, caught. Pass midfield, bouncing off tacklers. Not enough to move the chains by KJ Osborne. Picked up minimal yardage. 4th down coming up. Clock's ticking down. We shall see the Patriots burn a timeout. Will they or no? They will not. Patriots will not burn a timeout. They just let it go all the way down. Or they will, so they actually did. Final timeouts. 2 seconds. I was going to say, you got to use the timeout. You got 1 timeout left. Just take the timeout, 2 seconds, and you put in a prayer. So Drake Maye looking for a prayer here to close out going to halftime. Two seconds left. 4th down and 8. They're actually going to bring out the field goal unit. So Drake Maye not on the field for this Hail Mary pass. Joey Sly, a 64-yard field goal from the left hash. Joey Sly from the left hash, 64-yard field goal on the road right now. Kicking from the edge of the midfield logo. The snap, the hold, the kick by Sly, and the kick is up and just missed it. Wide right of the goalpost in a line drive. It had the distance it looked like, but he sliced it just a tad right. And that's how we close out going to halftime. Very, very difficult kick for Joey Sly. If he was in the middle of the hashes, that would have been good. That would have been a good field goal if he was kicking from the middle of the hashes. It certainly looked like it had the distance. 1 half complete here, folks, tonight. The Patriots, on the second drive of the game, able to march down the field. Drake Maye, 18-yard touchdown pass to Kevin Harris. Hopefully, if you bet on this game, hopefully you took the under for today's game, because these preseason games are just... These games are games that you do not want to bet on, folks. Do not bet on preseason games and waste your money that way, because it usually doesn't go the right way. And tonight certainly hasn't gone the right way. Jacoby Brissett, opening drive, got injured. Right shoulder injury. Questionable to return, but I doubt that he will. Looks like it could be like more to that injury, possibly a separated AC joint, which it could take some time, 3 to 4 weeks to heal, which will pave the way for Drake Maye to be the starting quarterback for the opening day game against Cincinnati on September 8th. First half, Drake Maye, 13 for 20 passing, 125 passing yards. Touchdown pass to Kevin Harris and an 18-yard catch and run on a screen down the near side of the field for Harris, able to bounce off a tackler, make its way into the end zone. Jalen Polk leading the team with 2 receptions for 33 yards, long at 29 in the catch. Drake Maye able to spread it out to multiple receivers in this game. 9 different receivers so far today for Drake Maye. JaMycal Hasty leading the team with 3 receptions, 24 receiving yards in the backfield. On the other side, Washington, Jeff Driscoll, 12 for 18 passing, 73 passing yards, and an interception. Not much going on for the running game for both of these teams. Patriots doubling Washington in first downs, 10-5. Both teams are 3 for 8 on third downs. Total yards, Patriots lead 192-111. Washington will receive the second half kickoff, by the way. And both teams have taken just 1 sack total. That sack, unfortunately, for the Patriots led to Jacoby Brissett being injured and out for the rest of this game so far for him. 5 penalties for the Patriots for 45 penalty yards. 7 penalties for 45 penalty yards for Washington. It's been just multiple penalty flags all over the map so far. Oh, jeez. Haven't slept in 48 hours. Yeah, make sure to get some sleep there, Siegel. Gee. Yeah, make sure to get some sleep and take care of yourself there, man. Oh, wow. So, yeah, Robert's got some connections right there. I'll tell you what happened yesterday. So, I went on a vacation this week to Niagara Falls. We came back. We stopped at upstate New York yesterday at another hotel, like right down the road. We went to a Dollar General to get some laundry detergent to take back to the hotel to wash our clothes that had been used for the week. So what happened is that we saw some guy right before we went into the Dollar General, dart out with a bunch of like Tide Pods and a bunch of laundry products. What happened is that he stole from that Dollar General. He robbed that Dollar General, and then the clerk at the front desk saw him steal, and then tried to catch the guy, and I guess she snapped a picture of him, and then when he was running off, he chucked a $20 bill right in her face. So when we pulled up into the parking lot, we saw this guy just darting off to take down behind the Dollar General, going down the street. Didn't have any vehicle or anything. And then when we went in, we needed like laundry detergent to wash our clothes at the next hotel. So we were gonna buy one, and then we went up to the counter, and the cashier asked us if we checked the bottle, and the Tide bottle was empty. The guy stole from that Tide bottle that we were purchasing out of it. So they tried to get us another one, and it was multiple. They found multiple Tide bottles were just empty with liquid detergent in them. Like, this guy stole from multiple bottles in the store. It's crazy. They finally got us one. They had to like combine multiple bottles together to finally get us one. But yeah, we saw this guy just leaving the store, hands packed with like multiple Tide Pod products, just darting from the store once we pulled up to the parking lot. It was ridiculous. And once we went to the cash register, they were like, "Oh yeah, we just got robbed 5 minutes ago." We've never been to that area before, because we like picked out a hotel that was midway between where we live in Mass, coming back home from Niagara Falls, Ontario. So it was like midway through New York, right after Syracuse, where that happened. Hey, what's good, Anastasia? Jason, what's good? Welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Yes, I think the Celtics can repeat again. Yeah, that was actually a question on one of the talk shows that I work with. A guy, he asked his audience, who do you think will repeat next year? Will it be, or a better chance to repeat, Celtics or Chiefs? Yeah, I think the Celtics got a good chance to repeat. It's so tough to do it 3 in a row if you're the Chiefs, and I feel like it's much tougher for the NFL because of like injuries. Like the predictions for the NFL usually never go correct for half of the teams because of injuries, and injuries have just been rising every single year. Even though they're trying to make the game much safer, injuries have been an issue. Whereas the Celtics returned their top 9 players from last year, so certainly they got the depth to do it all over again for next year. Whereas like the Chiefs, they're like one major injury away from not getting back to the Super Bowl if anything happens to like Patrick Mahomes or Travis Kelce. It's going to be much more difficult to get back to the Super Bowl there. Whereas like, I mean, the same thing could happen as well with like the Celtics with Tatum or Brown or Porzingis, but usually basketball type of injuries aren't like anything as bad as like NFL football type of injuries, whereas like those linger on for the NFL. There's so many season-ending injuries in the NFL compared to basketball. It's such a long season that it's not as often. So this is the final preseason game, by the way, as the actual games will take place on Thursday, September 5th is the season opener, Ravens at Chiefs. So that is banner night for Kansas City. So that is Thursday, September 5th. Believe there's a game on Friday, too, on September 6th. Just a random, like, Friday NFL game this year. Yeah, Green Bay at Philadelphia. That game's only exclusively on Peacock on Friday, September 6th. Friday Night Lights, taking place out in Brazil. Corinthians Arena in Sao Paulo, Brazil. That's going to be interesting. Usually they've done like opening week one for that first week. They usually do like a double game on Monday for Monday Night Football. Like they'll have a game at like 7 p.m. and then another game on 8:20. Yeah, this year they only have one game on Monday Night Football. Jets at San Francisco, which last time that happened on Monday Night Football it wasn't too well for Aaron Rodgers there on Monday Night Football during the last time. But yeah, that's just random. They get a game on Friday this year. Green Bay at Philadelphia on a Friday, September 6th. Yeah, thanks for joining in, Jason. Best of luck there with the operation. Sending my thoughts and prayers out to you, man. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear it for a lot of you guys going through like a lot of trouble. I saw Siegel was in and out of the hospital this summer. Jeffrey earlier on in the stream was saying to keep him in his prayers. Yeah, so I actually underwent an MRI last week or so. It's non-cancerous. It's like a benign lesion in my liver, but it's nothing to be aware of, which was good. So we get some good news out of that. It's like, I think it's something like a 5 millimeter lesion that's in my liver, because when I took my blood tests for my doctor's physicals, my blood tests always came back too high for two certain levels for my blood tests, which were the ALT and the bilirubin. Those two were super high, and the rest of my blood test levels came back normal, but those two were high. So when I visited the doctor that they assigned me for my GI appointment at the beginning of the month, they said that it might be something they might be something, but it's just too high, but you feel normal. So yeah, so I feel normal. It's called Gilbert syndrome that she thinks I might have, which it's you're completely normal, but it's those two levels in your blood for some reason are always high, which there's like nothing else that's wrong. Like you'll always feel normal. There's nothing that you can do to treat it. It's just those two blood levels that will always be high for some reason. So that's it. Yeah, so thank goodness it was like it was a benign, I think it was like a 5 millimeter lesion that they found that was benign in there, non-cancerous. It was like, I guess they labeled it as like a blister. But other than that, everything went well. Like, I was fine. They put me in, like, a tunnel tube thing. I was there for, like, 15 minutes. They put me on with headphones, had to dress in the pajamas that they gave me at the hospital. And then they put something on my chest so they could take those, like, x-ray pictures for it. So it went well. Yeah, enjoy the rest of your week, man. Hopefully things come back well for you, Jason, there with the operation and stuff. I remember, oh man, it had to be like 6 years ago. I had like a pinched nerve on my back, and it wouldn't go away for 2 weeks. It would only it would be better whenever I would stand up. It was terrible when I went to bed at night. I think it was from like leaning upwards too much for something. So we're going to start off the second half of action right now. This is the final preseason game before the actual games begin. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Thanks all for joining in tonight, being a part on the channel, and really good start for Drake Maye. We'll see if he does go into the third quarter, if they're going to give Joe Milton the third quarter, and then Bailey Zappi the fourth quarter. But honestly, I think the Patriots should consider having 4 quarterbacks on the roster this season, because Jacoby Brissett could be out for an extended period of time due to injury. He got sacked in the opening drive, and it's a right shoulder injury. You got a new quarterback coming in, and that ball was almost picked off. Trace McSorley almost picked off, but a DB for the Patriots. So this brings up a 2nd and 10 at their own 30 right now. McSorley from the gun takes the snap. Handoff on the draw up the middle. Nothing going on. Right back to the line of scrimmage as Casimir Allen was in at the running back spot that time. Usually a wide receiver. He got stuffed right back at the line for no gain. Sixth-round draft pick in 2019 by the Ravens from Penn State for Trace McSorley. It's on the field right now. 3rd down and long. McSorley takes the snap from the shotgun. Flushed out towards his right as he will tuck it in himself. Takes it right to the 1st down marker, and that appears to be enough for a gain of 10. We'll see where he stepped out of bounds, and that is good enough for a 1st down. Needed 10. He got himself around 10.5 on the rush. So a quarterback scramble here as we're showing this 1st down view. And yeah, that 1st down mark was around a half foot shy. Or a half foot right past where he needed to be. Able to move the chains here. So 1st and 10 at their own 40.5-yard line. Handoff by McSorley going up the middle once again to Casimir Allen. Picks up around 2 on the carry. What's good, Patrick on the stream? Welcome in. Thanks for joining in, man, all the way from Jamaica. Not really much going on here for these Patriots preseason games offensively. 7-zip right now, bet on defense. McSorley takes a snap, fires underneath, caught, turning upfield around a gain of 4. The catch goes to Casimir Allen, getting a lot of usage right now out of him. Been a long time for Washington since their last postseason win, which was 2005 against the Buccaneers. McSorley scrambles again, steps up in the pocket, bouncing off the Patriots with 2 defenders as he gets past midfield, lunging forward to around the 45. 1st down in the rush by Trace McSorley. Sees that there's a gap open. And then there's 2 Patriots that failed to wrap him up as McSorley here steps out of the pockets. McSorley, will he throw for it? Just chucks it out of bounds. So this will bring up a 2nd down and 10 coming up right now. And they're starting to march down the field here for Washington. A lot of the 3rd string, 4th string guys in there. Crossing route complete. And Moore gain a 13 on the reception to the tight end. Moves the chains for the Commanders. Colson Yankoff on a crossing move sent by Trace McSorley, the quarterback. This game's flew right by, though, in terms of timing tonight. Down to under 12 minutes left to go in the 3rd right now. McSorley drops back to pass, has to chuck it down as it's incomplete. Hey, what's good? Greg on the stream. Welcome in, man. I'm probably not going to be doing much for the Patriots streams because I start up my announcing stuff this week or so. Yeah, I'm going to be really busy in September. September and October, I'm going to be super busy for me. So I'm probably not going to be able to stream that much this year on Sunday stuff. Yeah, I got like a bunch of games in the weekends usually for me. This year is McSorley finds his man down the field past the 20, out of bounds around the 16. That's Chris Rodriguez Jr. moving the chains forward. The penalty flag down, though. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what my next stream is going to be. I start Sunday for a lot of my broadcasting stuff for the college game, so I'm going to see if I can... I have to get, like, rosters and information and stuff for those games. I'll probably stream at least one Caitlin Clark game this week. I'm not sure exactly what day, if it's going to be Wednesday or Friday just yet. But tomorrow I want to work on a lot of my stuff because there's like a bunch of rosters that I need to get for like the next couple weeks that will get like sent to me. Washington's marching along right now. So we're down to 11 minutes left to go in the 3rd. They're inside the red zone. First time they've been in the red zone today. Football is placed at the 16-yard line of Patriots territory. 2nd down and 9. 2 receivers lined up, bottom of the screen, 2 to the top. McSorley takes a snap, fires, a right side, broke it up, incomplete. A tight window. There's Isaiah Bolden, he got a hand on it to break up the pass, and this will bring up a 3rd down and 9. So 3rd and 9 coming up right now at the 16. Inside the red zone, McSorley goes empty in this 3rd and 9. Patriots looking to blitz. Here comes the pass rush, and is bobbled on the initial pass to Rodriguez Jr. in and out of the hands, incomplete. 4th and 9 coming up. Had to go quick there off the pass by Trace McSorley. Found Chris Rodriguez Jr. open in the flats. That's sure a catchable football, just anticipating the defensive back jumping right on top instead. Cade York, acquired from the Browns on Thursday, comes out to attempt a chip shot field goal, 34-yarder. Middle of the hashes right now for Cade York. The snap, the hold, the kick by York, dead center through the uprights. So Washington gets on the board, 10:34 remaining. 3rd quarter as the Commanders finally are able to get on the scoreboard. The score is 7-3. Alright, right now we head to the timeout. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Patriots going to get this football coming up out of this timeout. We'll see what happens if Drake Maye is still the quarterback, but really good showing from Drake Maye today. 13 for 20 passing, 126 passing yards. The opening drive resulted in a touchdown pass to Kevin Harris as he turned upfield for the 18-yard reception. That's the first time that the Patriots defense has just not been able to make stops as the Commanders were able to march down the field. But this is going up against a different unit. I think these guys are like the third or fourth string players for the defense that's on the field right now. A lot of these guys are battling for roster positions. Who's on the field right now, like third, fourth, fifth string options defensively who's out there. And that's where Trace McSorley, a second string, or I think he's going to be the third string quarterback for Washington this year. He was able to march downfield to lead his team to a field goal. And now the door waits for whoever this will be, whether Drake Maye will continue. I bet it's going to be Joe Milton coming up right now. So, good chance that we could see Joe Milton come out and start off this third quarter. All right, so new quarterback coming out for the Patriots. Drake Maye finishes throwing 13 for 20, 125 passing yards, passing touchdown. Really good, solid work by Drake Maye in this game. Again, the offensive line is the one that's been having a lot of issues for the Patriots. As Washington kicks away this football, Patriots return it at their 1-yard line, past the 20. 25, and chopped up right at the 25-yard line is David Wallace, the return man. He has been compared to as like a Wes Welker, Julian Edelman, Danny Amendola type of player. Looking to bring energy to the huddle. Here is Joe Milton III, now on the field for the Patriots offense. Rookie from Tennessee, 6th-round draft pick. Yup, Judge is trying to track down a single-season record for home runs. Joe Milton comes onto the field. In the backfield, it's Terrell Jennings who lines up to the left side of Milton here from the shotgun formation. Right to left in the field, the Patriots are going. Milton takes a snap, play action. Milton in the pocket, fires a deep ball down the right sideline, and it is intercepted on the first pass by Joe Milton off his back foot. Gets picked off by the DB for Washington. Ben Nickel intercepts Joe Milton. If it stands, it will be a Washington interception. There's a penalty flag down, though. Only thing that could save this possession for the Patriots is the penalty. And it will. Let's see, pass interference. Yeah, pass interference by the defense. A lot of jersey tugging when number 23 wasn't even the player who picked it off. Jalen Reagor getting his jersey tugged by Chigazi and Uzium. And that pass interference penalty moves the football up. That will just be spotted as a holding penalty. Holding penalty, so check that. It's a holding penalty. Big hole and more. Bulldozing his way for a 12-yard gain to the 41 of Patriots territory. So a holding penalty by the defense. Defensive holding allows Joe Milton to continue this drive right now. So luckily for Milton, there was a defensive holding penalty. Jalen Reagor was getting held up by a defensive back for Washington. So this play, this possession still stays alive right now. Milton takes the snap, play action, bootleg, flushed out towards his right. Milton will run for it, and he goes out of bounds for a pick of a 2 on the rush on the QB bootleg by Milton. Yeah, that's what I've been hearing. Zach Wilson looking really good. Yeah, Mac Jones, too, has been really, really good in the preseason for him. Joe Milton, over 2,800 passing yards at Tennessee. 2nd down and 8 upcoming. As Milton takes a snap here at his own 45 and not on the same page with Terrell Jennings. It's incomplete. Jennings needed a turnaround sooner. Milton tried to find him in the flat, but Jennings was not looking, had his back turned to the football. I want to see the cannon of the arm once again here for Joe Milton. 3rd down and 8 coming up. Football placed at their own 45-yard line. Big spot in the game right now. Milton on the 3rd and 8. 3 receivers lined up to the bottom, 1 to the top. Milton takes the snap. Pressure coming. Milton, his pass batted down at the line of scrimmage. It's incomplete. And this will bring up a 4th down as the punting unit has to come onto the field for the Patriots. Somebody got there. Handed this football right at the line of scrimmage on the pressure up the middle. Yeah, knocked down. Number 98. Fidarian Mathis of Washington able to get a hand up and bat down that pass. So Bryce Baringer, he's standing back at his own 31-yard line. Baringer is awaiting the long snap right now. They put some more time back onto the clock. So 8:58 left to go in the 3rd. More time came back onto the clock. As Bryce Baringer is back at his own 31-yard line, about to punt away the football here. The snap, Baringer able to punt it away. Washington is back around their 10, backpedaling as they field it at their 5 here. Past the 10-yard line for Washington on the return. Spin move and wrapped up at the 12. That's a pick of a 7 on the return. There's a penalty flag down. This has been littered with penalties today. It was Casimir Allen who picked up 7 yards in the punt return. Hey, what's good? Phil in the stream. Welcome back in. Thanks for joining in, man. It's going to be holding by the return team for Washington. This penalty will back up the Commanders deep back in their own territory where they will take over. So we're down to 8:47 left to go in the 3rd. We'll take the media break as we'll be back in just a moment. Alright, if you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. This game's really going under right now. Yeah, the over-under on the line was 36.5 for tonight's game. We only got 10 combined points right now with 8:47 left to play in the 3rd. Hey, what's good, James? Welcome in, man. Things going pretty well. Tortoise is doing well. It's glad that my Tortoise is doing well because we came back today from a trip to Niagara Falls in Canada, so we couldn't take my Tortoise to Canada. So what we did is that we had to put food all over like clovers and lettuce in different corners of the kitchen that he roams in, and make sure that the gate is closed so he couldn't like leave the kitchen while we were gone. And we usually make sure that the house is cold too, but he has a tough time when it gets below 65 degrees. So when we got back, it was like 62 degrees. So the tortoise slept for 5 straight days and didn't even realize that he slept for like 5 days in a row. So he was sleeping for countless hours after countless hours. And once we got home, we woke him up and we put him out in the sunlight for him. So luckily he's doing well. Nothing happened. He slept through five straight days. He slept through. 8:47 in the third. We get back to action right now. Handoff. Or no, this will be a quarterback keeper to Danny Etling, special by Trace McSorley right from his own end zone. Picks up around 22 yards. So he faked the handoff up the middle for Trace McSorley. Completely fooled the Patriots defense. He went for the HP draw. Would have got wrapped up at the goal line, and Trace McSorley off the quarterback keeper kept him himself. Picked up 22 in the rush. McSorley operates out of the gun here. 8 seconds left to go on the play clock. At the 22, they have it inside their own territory underneath. The pass was thrown behind, juggled out of bounds off the fingertips of off the fingertips of number 41, Colson Yankoff for Washington. They operate from the pistol this time. McSorley, handoff up the middle, right side counter. Nothing going on. Dragged down for a loss of 1. The sea of white jerseys for the Patriots defense converges. Loss of 1 on the rush for Washington. Brings up a 3rd down and long. This Patriots defense just stifling the Washington offense all throughout the course of this game right now. Very minimal impact that we see in with both of these offenses today. 3rd and 11. The gun, McSorley takes a snap. McSorley steps up in the pocket, fires deep down the right sideline. 1-on-1 coverage. Incomplete. Clean by the Patriots D. Inside the secondary. That's what you really like to see if you want to make the roster. Marcellus Dial, a rookie. Clean pass breakup results in a 4th down coming up. Step for step, the corner was right with the wide receiver. And now back to return this punt will be number 30, David Wallace, looking to make the roster. Division III undrafted from Randolph-Macon College out of Virginia. Wallace returns the punt down the right sideline, rushes out of bounds, puts up the Patriots in excellent field position around the 43-yard line of Patriots territory. They will start off this drive 7 yards shy of midfield. They've had a couple opportunities today, closing in towards midfield, but got to push that football further down the field. Go vertical if you're the Patriots offense. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Got a special live stream tonight here at the NFL. Thanks all for joining in, everybody, tonight. My clock's a little bit fast right now for the game clock. 7:19 left to go in the 3rd. Joe Milton, the quarterback. Handoff up the middle in the draw. Back to the line of scrimmage, and the carry was Jamichael Hasty. Clock ticking under 7 minutes left to go in the third right now. Joe Milton, the quarterback. He takes a snap from the shotgun. Milton fires. Far side. Broken up. Incomplete. Looking for Javon Baker. It will bring up a third down and 9. You got to get yardage here if you're the Patriots offense in these drives. They got to start to push the football up the field right now. Milton on the 3rd and 9. Motion from right to left with Wallace, the wide receiver. Milton takes the snap. Steps up in the pocket. He will scramble and rush for Milton. Rushes past the first down marker and more. Sneaks past the 40. Milton dragged down around the 37-yard line. Inside the Washington territory. Moves the chains. Didn't see anything down the field, so guess what? He can do it using his legs, and Joe Milton saw the big gap up the middle. The pocket collapsed on him, decided to take off, and did exactly that, enough to pick up the first down on the rush. Joe Milton with a gain of 20 on the carry. 6 minutes left to go in the third. Milton, from the single setback formation, has Terrell Jennings in the backfield. Handoff at Jennings, plunging forward, back to the line of scrimmage, though, with no gain. Just not helping out the running game right now. It's the offensive line. Quarterback scramble at 20 by Milton. Drake Maye at a 17-yard rush. It's only 53 yards in the ground via running backs when you take away the 20-yard pickup by Milton and the 17-yard pickup by Maye in this game. Milton for the shotgun this time. Wallace again in motion left to right. Milton takes the snap. Flushed out of the pocket towards his right. Milton throws in a run off the hands of David Wallace. It's incomplete. A little bit behind David Wallace. That's a play, though, right there. You're going to make the roster on if you're David Wallace, but he cannot haul it in. .5:12 left to go in the third. Big 3rd and 9 coming up here for the Patriots offense. Joe Milton looking to convert once again. From the shotgun, Milton takes a snap, fire, slant, across the middle, complete, and then moves the chains in the first down reception at 12. Good little quick slant right there by Joe Milton as he hooks up with his tight end, number 86, Kawan Baker. Saw him open immediately as soon as he braked to receive that football. They go back into the ace formation, the single set formation here at the 23 of Washington territory. Milton flushed out towards his right. Milton has to throw it away. Good job to escape the pressure. He would have gave up like a loss of 12 if he'd taken a sack there. But Milton just so elusive, able to just float it up out of bounds. .433 left to go in the third. 2nd and 10 here. Milton from the gun. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle. Lunging forward to the 20. Got a 2 on the carry. Hey, I'll see you later, Alex. Thanks for dropping in, man. So back to another 3rd down for the Patriots right now. They've been able to convert some of these today, just below 50%, 5 for 11 on 3rd downs in this game. 2 recent 3rd downs converted on this drive by Joe Milton. Milton here goes from the gun. Lining up to the left side is Jermichael Hasty in the backfield. Milton takes the snap in the pocket, floats the pass left quarter to the end zone, and completes. Looking for the left corner fade to Javon Baker. Not on the same page, though, with Joe Milton as it went on the bounce. Hey, what's good, Wild Bill? Welcome back in from Houston. Thanks for stopping in, man. Got 3:45 left to go in the third, and now the field goal unit will come on board. Chad Ryland will attempt a field goal last year, just 16 for 25. Really struggling from what I've heard in practice is that Joey Sly has been outnumbering Chad Ryland by a bunch. The left hash here for Chad Ryland. 38-yard field goal to snap the hole to kick right down the middle. Patriots tack on 3. We only got 13 combined points tonight on the board. Right now, Patriots lead 10-3. Yeah, these preseason football games keep on going under for most of these teams. Some of the games have gone over, like the 30-27 game today between Tennessee and New Orleans. Denver beat Arizona 38-12, but this game right now has just got 13 combined points, 10-3. Jets and Giants at a final score of 10-6. While Seahawks and Browns 37-33. Wow. Yeah, yup, I got a couple leagues that I'm in for this year. Yeah, I hope so, Greg. Showing flashes of promise during this game earlier today. Had a really solid first drive. His team could have some more points on the board if it wasn't for the offensive line committing penalties. Like, this has been a penalty-filled game tonight. Five penalties for the Patriots, and Washington's committed 9 penalties today. Yeah, every single game we're seeing improvement from Drake Maye. 13 for 20 through the air, passing touchdown, 126 passing yards for him. The Patriots about to kick off this football right now. 3:41 left to go in the third. And so we'll go all the way to the back of the end zone. Yeah, the offensive line's been really rough. Christian McCaffrey looks like he's the top pick in fantasy drafts once again, as Washington piles forward. About a gain of 2 in a rush to begin this drive for Washington. Second and 8 here. McSorley fires far side. Caught. Catch a 6. That puts him around 2 yards shy of the first down marker. Hey, what's good? Ren Jeff, welcome back in. Thanks for joining in, man. And this is going to bring up around the 3rd down and 2 coming up here for Washington. Third and 2 with Trace McSorley, the quarterback from the shotgun. He takes a snap, draws back, pressure's coming, fires down the right sideline, and is broken up, incomplete. Washington's looking for a penalty flag. I believe they will get one. Davion Davis, the intended wide receiver. The Patriots DB in coverage, not turned around, and this looks like it's pass interference by the Patriots. Yeah, it's going to be pass interference. Marcellus Dial Jr. picks up the penalty. Yeah, he's holding on to the wide receiver. Play action once again here by McSorley. Fires underneath, complete and more. Spin move right at the 1st down marker. We'll see where this football is spotted as Ellis, one of the linebackers for the Patriots, is down right now with Christian Ellis. A bit slow to get up. 2:23 left to go in the 3rd. They're going to take an injury timeout here for Kristen Ellis. Let's see here. So I'm going to go with the Dolphins this year to win the AFC East. Buffalo lost a couple of key players in the offseason for them. Kansas City to take the AFC West. I like Baltimore this year to win the AFC North. That's a really competitive division this year between Baltimore, Cincinnati, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, and then I'll go Houston, taking steps up once again to win the AFC South. Over in the NFC, yeah, I'll go Dallas. Once again, really good regular season team for them, just can't do it in the playoffs. Philadelphia is concerning how they just went backwards last year at the end of the year. Some people have them like finishing with a losing record for Philly since they did a major tailspin down like second half of the year last season. NFC West, I got the Niners, Lions in the NFC North. Green Bay is going to be a sleeper team this year. They took San Francisco down to the wire last year in that playoff game, and then I'll probably go Bucks out of the NFC South. Even though the Falcons possibly could be a sleeper team out of the NFC South this year, that whole division, for the most part, wide open. Yep, Patriots have all that money just sitting on cap space. Just, oh man, gotta go out and get some veteran guys in the offensive line, open up holes, protect the quarterback. That's the big thing, is that they keep on talking about just protecting Drake Maye. Well, they really got to show him player safety and protect the quarterback, because you're not going to do that when you got like inexperienced players in the offensive line just not being able to block and help out your quarterback. Like no quarterback's going to ever play for that offensive line right there. That's being thrown into the fire. Like, that's asking for trouble, having an offensive line like that. And just that's been the Achilles heel once again. Nothing through these first 3 preseason games in the grounds. Joe Milton with a 20-yard rush. Drake Maye with a 17-yard rush. They have 93 rushing yards as Washington is making their way just outside the red zone here. HB toss in the 1st and 10 for Washington. Gain of 2 in the rush to the 20. So this will take us down to the end of the 3rd quarter. 93 total rushing yards by the Patriots. Take away the 37 that they've had between Milton and Maye. 20 rushing yards on one play for Milton, 17 by Drake Maye. That's just 56 rushing yards on 15 snaps. That's an average of just 3.7 yards per carry. They're averaging 5.5 yards per carry in this game because of those 2 long quarterback scrambles that they had on third downs. So 3 quarters in the books right now, really low score, 10-3. This is how the Patriots are going to be playing games this season. This team's not built to win games by their offense. They haven't been built to win games but with their offense for quite a while, ever since Tom Brady left. It's going to be through their defense once again this year. Yeah, Packers almost upset San Francisco last year. I remember streaming that game. That game was crazy last year. They almost had that. Like Brock Purdy in the final drive led his team down the field to win. Yeah, still in a contract standoff, it looks like, for CeeDee Lamb. So still nothing that they've worked on. So he's still waiting for a new contract for CeeDee Lamb, it looks like. So here we go. Start to the fourth quarter. Football placed in the 19-yard line. Quick pass by Washington on the 2nd down and 7 by Trace McSorley. It goes for mid-level yardage, and this will be a 3rd and 6 coming up here for Washington. Third down coming up at the 15-yard line of Patriots territory. McSorley takes the snap. McSorley fires. Right corner fade to the end zone. Overshoots his intended receiver. It's incomplete. And that stops the clock. And now Washington inside the red area. This looks like they will bring on the field goal unit coming up here for this 4th down and 3. That's what they'll do. So number 3, Cade York, made his first one, a chip shot from 34 yards out. On the field once again, acquired earlier this week from Cleveland for Cade York. Right side, a hash here for another chip shot, this time from 33. To snap the hold, a kick by York. Dead center through the uprights. Two field goals for the Commanders in this game right now, make the score 10-6. So 14:20 left to go. Thanks all for joining and being a part in the stream today here. If you guys are new in the channel, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Really good game once again. Patriots ended up losing their last game 14-13, and this kind of looks like it could be heading towards a similar case here. So if you're the Patriots, you gotta be able to see if you can punch it into the end zone instead of stalling out and having to kick a field goal coming up on a drive later on in this game. They're getting some good production out of the return team here. David Wallace down the far side of the field. Took it down the sideline, but run out of bounds. There was a penalty flag down. There's been a ton of penalties in this game, and that penalty will be on the return team for holding. That's on the Patriots for holding. That's on Kevin Harris. Joe Milton back at quarterback right now. We have yet to see Bailey Zappi today. We saw Jacoby Brissett on the opening drive. Got injured, though, as he gets sacked. And a right shoulder injury for Brissett. Never came back in the game. Milton takes a snap, drops back, fires. Crosser complete across the middle of the field. Dragged down around the 30-yard line. First down. Moves the chains. Yes, so I played... my main sport was actually baseball. I played baseball all the way up through high school. And then I also played basketball through middle school. So I played baseball and basketball growing up. Milton from the gun here. Wallace in motion right to left. Milton takes a snap, handoff on the draw over to Terrell Jennings. And he gets locked down at the line of scrimmage. No gain in the rush as that hole converged. And it just suctioned right back at him. Yup, Patriots going to be on to Cincinnati after this one. Actual games start up on Thursday, September the 5th is the first game. The Ravens at the Chiefs, and then Patriots play on the Sunday where everybody else, for the most part, plays. There's a random game taking place in Brazil on a Friday this year in the NFL. Also one on Monday Night Football. Milton escapes the pressure of the pocket, launches for a gain of 7 on the reception to Javon Baker down the far sideline. Just shy of the first down marker. Yeah, I actually never played football. I was much smaller than a lot of other kids my grade, so yeah, I never played football. I think this is being reviewed, whether it was a catch or not. Javon Baker, he didn't get his second foot in bounds. No, so they took away that reception, actually. So that stops the clock. Here we go. 3rd and 11 instead of a 3rd and 6. Milton launches, middle of field. It's caught in the first down. That's an BB right there to his target. Good to see him pushing the football down the field right now. Great to see vertical offense being displayed for the Patriots here. Javon Baker makes the catch a play later after he was out of bounds. 1 foot in, 1 foot out in the last catch previous to that. Javon Baker now with 2 receptions for 33 yards. Milton, play action, steps up in the pocket, pressure coming. Milton fires underneath, caught, juggled, incomplete. It was LaMichael Petaway who couldn't haul it in as he was going down to the grass. We do have a penalty flag down. Now will be on the offensive line. Holding on the offense. Number 72, Kellen Deesh on the offensive line. The offensive tackle commits the penalty. It's now the 6th penalty. I believe every single penalty has been on the offensive line for this game for the Patriots. It's been offensive. Multiple holding penalties today. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10 coming up. Second and 10 here. Football placed at the 46-yard line of Patriots territory. Milton fires far side, caught but losing yardage. Good open field tackle. Ben Nickel picks up the tackle as he wraps up the Patriots receiver. Under 12 minutes left to go right now. Joe Milton looking to convert on another 3rd down just shy of midfield. 3rd and 11. Milton from the shotgun formation. He takes a snap. Milton in the pocket. Fires and it gets batted down, incomplete. That's the 2nd time today that Milton's passes got batted down at the line of scrimmage. Yeah, Astor is playing really well recently. I know at the beginning of August, they swept the Red Sox. Red Sox, I saw, took 2 out of 3 recently. The Red Sox just got swept against the Diamondbacks after that series. Bryce Behringer on to punt right now. 4th and 11, standing back at his own 31-yard line once again. These drives just keep on stalling out right shy of midfield. Behringer receives the snap, boots it away for the Patriots. And this punt gets booted to the 10. That's where it's fair caught, and Washington will take over starting at their own 10-yard line. Special teams helping out the cause for the Patriots there. Bryce Behringer with an excellent punt. It's now a 2nd punt inside the inside the 20-yard line. A log of 60 in this game for Bryce Behringer, able to swap the field. Yeah, so right now they're 4.5 out of the wild card. Kansas City just keeps on separating themselves. They've lost 2 straight, though. I think before that, Kansas City was on like a massive winning streak. Yeah, they would need either Kansas City or Minnesota to fall apart to get to the wild card. Plus, they have to keep on winning games. And the Mariners fired their manager last week, so they're now 6.5 back of the wild card. So it's basically the wild card's like 3 teams can get in as a wild card team. It's basically 3 teams in a 4-team race, and the Red Sox are the odd team left out right now. Same thing over in the NL. I saw the Mets are 2.5 games back behind Atlanta. So it's Arizona, San Diego, the Braves, and then the Mets. Yeah, we went to Niagara Falls on vacation this week, and I'm from Massachusetts. The gas prices over in Mass right now at my local station's $2.99. Where we went to New York, we couldn't find anything cheaper than $3.50 for gas for the most part. The gas in New York off the New York State Thruway was like $3.69, $3.70, $3.80. It was insane. And then a lot of the Canadian prices were much, much higher than like US. It's a terrific leaping catch down the middle of the field for Washington. Number 85 absorbing the hit. Cole Turner, the tight end. 1st and 10 now at the 35. McSorley takes the snap, flushed out to his left. Check down underneath, complete to Casimir Allen. Past the 40, tackled down around the 43-yard line as he picks up 8 on the reception. Patriots allowed Philadelphia in their last game to take the go-ahead lead to win the game with a touchdown. Went for a 2-point conversion, converted on it. And right now, Washington's marching down the field. 2nd down and 1 here at the 44 of Washington territory. Handoff up the middle, off the carry, and that's good enough for a 1st down. Michael Wiley picks up 2 in the rush. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't see anything lower than where I am in like any area close to me. So it was $2.94 last week. It's up to $2.99 right now, but all the other places around where I am is above $3. It's crazy. Under 10 minutes left to go. McSorley takes a snap, airs out a deep ball down the left sideline. Double coverage. Penalty flag is down as the ball gets broken up, and this looks like a pass interference penalty committed by the Patriots defense. Now is intended for Martavius Bryant, the former Steeler, trying to make his name known on the roster here for Washington. Comes out of retirement. Now with the Commanders in the preseason. I did not catch that, actually, Ren Jeff. Yeah, so I actually didn't catch what happened with the umpire today. I was watching the end of the Little League World Series this afternoon. Florida won on a walk-off bunt against Chinese Taipei. 1st and goal now at the 9-yard line. Pass interference penalty, and that is a major, major crusher for the Patriots. 119 total penalty yards in this game. Handoff. Washington tries to get the edge of the pylon, and they do for a touchdown. Michael Wiley, a 9-yard touchdown rush. The Commanders take the lead. Patriots once again a 7-point favorite, about to blow another game. Happened 10 days ago against Philadelphia. Looking like it might happen again. I know it's only the preseason, but still. Gotta learn from your mistakes, and improvement needs to be made as Washington is able to get the edge. 9-yard touchdown rush on the HB counter towards the left side, diving across the pylon. Cade York now on to attempt the extra point. The snap, the hold, the kick is dead center. 13-10, Commanders have their first lead in the night. It's now 13 straight for Washington. 13-3, they've outscored them after the Patriots led 7-0. And thank goodness this is the 4th and 5th string guys right now that's playing defense. As Washington was able to seal the edge. Patriots defense was not able to get to the edge in time. Resulted in the 9-yard touchdown run. Oh, wow. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, you got to take a look at that sometime to see the replay of that. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe here as we're down to 9:29 left to go in the fourth quarter. Patriots will get this football coming back out of this timeout. Positive signs in this game for the most part has been the Patriots defense. What has not been positive though has been penalties. Not much going on with the rushing game. Not much going on with the offensive line tonight for the Patriots. Drake Maye looking good out there, but the offensive line had multiple holding penalties that took away points. He had a touchdown pass that got called back due to a penalty. 8 penalties for 119 penalty yards for the Patriots today. So way too many penalties. Washington kicks away the football. David Wallace, the return man, takes it 5 yards. Deep in his own territory, and Wallace's helmet actually came off as he gets tackled at the 26. D3 from Randolph Macon, undrafted for David Wallace, looking to make an impact in this roster. And Joe Milton still the quarterback out there right now as he goes play action. Milton fires deep down the right sideline. 101 coverage. Overshoots his intended receiver. It's incomplete. This receiver had a step past the defensive back too, but Milton just too much air underneath that football. Milton, and they go in the single set back formation. Football is spotted at their own 27-yard line for the Patriots here. Milton takes a snap, handoff up the middle, rumbling forward past the 30 to around the 32, carry a 5 on the rush for the Patriots. And now this is going to bring up a third and more manageable. 3rd and 5 coming up. Couple opportunities that you can go with. You probably want to go with a bootleg out of the pockets, play action, rolling out to his right if you're Joe Milton here, because you got an opportunity to see if there's something open outside the pocket here. Milton will go the shotgun formation, line up to the left side. Terrell Jennings, the running back. Play clock was winding down, though, as the Patriots will have to burn a timeout. So 1 timeout taken off the board there for New England. I'm thinking around 6 this year. Like around 6 or 7 wins, leaning towards 6. Yeah, I see a lot of people that I know have been saying like 2-15, 3-14 this year. Like under the 4, they're projected for just 4.5 wins. Them and the Panthers have the lowest win total this season, so their projection for over/under for sports betting is at just 4.5 this year. And I know a lot of people that's got them at like 2, 3, or 4. This pass is complete by Milton, turning upfield and more inside the 40, 30. Washington territory taken down around the 32-yard line. Good catch and curl on the reception for the Patriots to move the chains. Some newly required wide receiver, I believe, number 9. I do not have him on my roster. That is Matt Landers, who caught that football for 34 yards and turned upfield. Joe Milton able to air it out. It was a floating pass, but caught by Landers. Under 8 minutes left now to go. Milton takes a snap, handoff. Jennings up the middle of the hashes. Spin move keeps on going. Rumbling forward, dragging tacklers along with him to pick up 12 in the carry. Dennis, welcome in. Thanks for joining in, man. Finally, we get to see the Patriots here sparking their offense using urgency. All game long, we have waited to see this type of offense generate big plays. They just did right there. Back-to-back plays, a 34-yard catch followed up by a 13-yard rush. And now Joe Milton leading this team just shy of the red zone. Football spot at the Washington 21-yard line. Milton from the gun has his running back lined up to the right side here. Milton going empty, takes a snap. Milton fires left quarter to the end zone and completes. Overshot. David Wallace, just a little bit too tall for Wallace in the back left corner of the end zone. Had a step or two past the defensive back as well. Just a little bit too strong in the throw by Joe Milton. Let's see, was this on Wallace or not? Yeah, just a little bit off time there between the throw, the whole operation, and David Wallace trying to go up and grab it. Only had one arm extended for it. Couldn't turn his back in time to the football. So a little bit off right there. Had the right idea, though. Only 5 for 6 passing tonight's Milton. Milton really needs a big completion. Milton, handoff up the middle, pushing forward to the 15-yard line. Carry a 6 on the rush for the Patriots. And, ooh, we get a scrum right now here. Break it out. Players have to get separated on the field. We got 4th and 5th string dudes going at it. The referees had to come in and separate these players with a little bit of a mini scrum going on. 3rd down coming up here for the Patriots. Inside the red zone, 3rd and 4th, the 15-yard line of Washington territory. Joe Milton from the shotgun. Takes the snap. Drops back. Looks left. Fires left side. And completes. In and out of the hands of the running back. Incomplete pass to Deshaun Fenwick. On a wheel route that he was wide open at the 10, would have turned upfield and probably would have scored a touchdown. Got to have that one back. A lot of these drop passes are certainly not on Joe Milton. Patriots will go for it. Instead of kicking the field goal to tie it up at 13, they will go for it 4th down here. Milton for the gun. Wallace lines up in motion left to right. Milton takes a snap, flushed out of the pocket towards his right here to 4th down. Milton gonna scramble. Milton, oh, he didn't get it. 2 yards shy. A penalty flag is down though. Only saving grace will be if this is on Washington on the penalty, and it is not. It's on the offensive line once again for a holding. Number 70, a rookie. Caden Wallace, offensive tackle, commits the holding penalty. It's a turnover on downs for the Patriots. 6:15 left to go. Washington will get the football coming up. What a brutal way to wrap up that drive. Joe Milton tonight, only 5 for 17 passing. 78 passing yards. He's got 12 incomplete passes and just 5 completions. Multiple passes dropped by his receivers, though. Could have just taken the tie and could have kicked the field goal. Obviously, nobody's going to remember preseason games for what they are, but that's just dreadful. That whole entire possession. Looking back at this game, the Patriots have had a couple big plays taken away due to penalties on the offensive line. One of those was a 40-plus yard touchdown pass by Drake Maye that was called back due to an offensive line holding penalty on that same play. Patriots are outgaining the Commanders 333 to 263 in total yards, but yet they're down by 3 Only got 10 points to muster because of 8 penalties for 119 penalty yards. Yeah, really important game for roster cuts for this game here. There's a game on Friday in Brazil right after the Thursday night football game on September 5th, September 6th. It's the Packers and the Eagles in Brazil. 6:15 left to go. Washington with the football going right to left on the field here. They start off their own 14-yard line. Commanders take the snap, hand off, and the draw up the middle. The rush goes for 2 on the carry, plunging to the 16. No, so I did not have poutine when I went to Canada. Yeah, I actually didn't. Another penalty flag down, though, as we get a catch out of bounds here for Washington. It's going to be a Patriots penalty. Martavius Bryant was the one who caught it and stepped on the mounds. Signed as a free agent back on August 13th, 12 days ago for him, looking to make the roster. What a journey he has had. 2014 through 2017 with the Steelers. 2018 got indefinitely suspended, though. He played for the Raiders. Played in the CFL, the XFL indoor football from 2019 through 2023, and then reinstated in 2024 from Martavius Bryant. McSorley flushed out towards his left as he has to just throw it away out of bounds. Down to 5:08 left to play. Washington with the football spotted at their own 27-yard line. Trace McSorley from the gun takes the snap, fires right side, and it's caught. Hauled in for the first down. Number 83, Marcus Rosemead, Jack Saint. Yeah, what a story. Hopefully he's able to make the roster for Martavius Bryant. What a comeback story that would be right there. It's crazy that a lot of those guys that played on the Steelers, like they had a lot of stars in that team. None of them are playing today. Handoff up the middle, going right to midfield for a gain of 1 in the carry and the rush. Le'Veon Bell was on that Steelers team. Antonio Brown, Ben Roethlisberger, Martavius Bryant was a part of that team. Like, they had a big 3. Like, they would always be, like, runner-up to the Patriots in the AFC Championship. It was basically Big Ben, AB, and Le'Veon Bell. Like, those three guys carried the Steelers' offense. Play clock was winding down. Washington had to burn their first time out. 3:37 left to go. And, thanks all for joining in throughout the course of the night here tonight for this preseason game. Not sure just yet when my next stream will be. Probably sometime this week for a WNBA Caitlin Clark stream. Either Wednesday or Friday, one of those days I plan on being live once again. I'm going to take tomorrow off. Going to see if I can do a lot of stuff for my prep work. I start my sports announcing stuff for the college work coming up next Sunday, so it's a week from today, so it's a lot of stuff for the beginning part of the season because some of the teams haven't even posted their rosters yet, or some of the teams just posted their rosters as of like today or yesterday, so I'm going to have to get all that information down this week. Ball spotted at midfield here. Here's a throw down the left side. Too tall by McSorley, incomplete. He was looking for Davion Davis, the wide receiver. There's another penalty flag down there. This is just getting outrageous with the penalties. It's on the Patriots defense. Pass interference by the Patriots defense. 8 penalties for 119 penalty yards by the Patriots offense today. They don't factor in those defensive penalties. They actually did for this one here. 9 penalties now for 138 yards. So that just updated. That just updated for the penalty. That's insane. That's way too many penalties if you're the Patriots. 138 total penalty yards for the Patriots defense in this game today. It's way too many. McSorley, quarterback keeper option, going to keep it himself. Bounces off one tackler with a hit out of bounds. Things going to chippy along the sideline right now. McSorley suffered a hit towards the sideline. Wasn't late, though. He was still in the field of play. Wasn't late. That hit was not late. He was not over the white. Right next to the Washington sideline, and players for Washington, they were just completely irate right there. Yeah, big upset yesterday for Florida State lost against Georgia Tech. Well, Jaden Daniels did not play today. Patriots came in as a 7-point favorite, and right now they're down by 3 with 3:22 left. Lonely Satellite with a dono. Really appreciate with a dono here for Lonely Satellite. Thanks so much for the dono there. Legend in the stream. We are down to 3:22 left to go in the fourth. Second down and 9 right now, with a football spotted at the 29-yard line of Patriots territory. McSorley, still the quarterback, takes the snap, airs it out, deep ball down the left sideline, incomplete. We'll see if it's enough to warrant another penalty right now. Patriots, just a lot of issues there in the secondary. This may be pass interference by the defense once again, and it is. Defensive pass interference for the second time on this drive. Number 42, Azizi Hurd. Yeah, it's too early to tell. Defensive coordinator, definitely. This defensive coordinator's kept this team in this game throughout with their defense. It's going to be their strong suit throughout the course of the season. Not so much lately with the 4th and 5th string guys out there. A lack of Just self-awareness, 10 penalties for over 150 penalty yards today. Washington picks up around 4 on the rush. We take it down to 3 minutes left to go. I don't know if the Patriots go 2-15. I don't know if they're gonna fire Mayo or not from that, or just because this year kind of seems like it's like throwing the towel type of year already, based on like the Patriots' body language and stuff like that, winning the organization up top where they have all that cap space and they're just not dedicating any of that money to trading for veteran players to build up a team for the future to protect the quarterback, because so much is stressed about player safety and protecting Drake Maye, yet Patriots just aren't going out and getting guys that's qualified and experienced in the offensive line. And you're going to go through probably 4 or 5 different quarterbacks if they keep on having an offensive line like they've done throughout this entire preseason year. So Washington picks up around 1 on the rush. So we take it down to around 3 minutes left. My clock's actually fast here. 3:09 left to go. Oof. 8% chance to win the AFC East. Bills at 37%, Dolphins 29%, Jets at 26%, and the Patriots just measly 8% this year. 10 penalties for 157 total penalty yards. 307 out of 157. That's more than half. Washington has 307 total yards in this game. More than half of those yards have been given to them by Patriots penalties. 150 gained through non-penalty yards. 157 through Patriots awarded penalties to them. That's crazy. 3:10 left to go. Quick slant across the middle. Completes at the goal line for a touchdown for Washington. Welcome back to the NFL. That is Martavius Bryant who catches the quick slant to put the Commanders up by 9. Bryant on the quick slant has possession, catches it across the goal line, touchdown. And the Patriots went from really positive sign in game number 1 against Carolina to blowing the lead late against Philadelphia to being down now by 2 possessions with 3 minutes left to go against Washington in the final preseason game. Patriots were up 7-0. Snapped the hole of the kick and it's through the uprights and the extra point as it's good for Washington. 20-10 with 3 minutes left. Yep, it's looking like a really rough season this year. Yep, Patriots on to Cincinnati for their next one. They start off the regular season Sunday, September 8th at 1 p.m. on the road at Cincinnati. Oh, shoot, 20. Accidentally typed in the 3 right there. That's a 2. There we go. Yeah, that is a 2. That's 20. I think I hit the 3 in the keyboard instead. 3 minutes left to play as David Wallace returns it. Past the 20, down the left sideline, 25, 30, and more. 35 as he gets tackled from behind around the 37. I have to say, he's really going to help out the cause here to see if he can make a spot on the roster for David Wallace. What a story that would be. Undrafted for David Wallace out of Randolph-Macon, Division III. So here comes Bailey Zappi onto the field as Joe Milton gets substituted out. 2:58 left to go. Bailey Zappi on for what very well could be the Patriots' final drive in the night, most likely. Late substitution into the game of the offensive line with number 45, a tight end who came in. A handoff. Taking it towards the left side of the hashes here to the 41. Carry for around 4 on the rush for the Patriots. They're out of timeouts. Only got the 2-minute warning to help out the cause. Been just a roller coaster for his Patriots career for Bailey Zappi. I remember his first game. He led the Patriots to a 26-0 win against Detroit. And then a year later, Detroit was a couple plays away from going to the Super Bowl last year. That's a brutal schedule. At Bengals, hosting the Seahawks, at the Jets, at the Niners. That's the first 4 games of the season in September for the Patriots. That week 4 at the Niners game, they're going to get shredded. It's going to be like 37-zip. They've never played well at San Francisco for a while. I think 4 years ago, they got shut out against San Francisco. Yeah, wow. Ben Coates, what a throwback there. I have a lot of the like old Patriots catalogs from like the late 90s. I wish they could bring back those uniforms. Like what a time that was. I went to a couple of the Patriots games at the old Foxborough Stadium, like 1999, 2000. We actually have ticket stubs that we saved all the way back from like the late 90s and 2000s when we went to the Foxborough Stadium. Patriots in the HB draw, Kevin Harris. That's actually number 35 for the Patriots who get the rush. That is Deshaun Fenwick. Picked up around 3 in the rush. Yeah, I have ticket stubs that I saved too from McCoy Stadium, from where the Paw Sox played. Everything's on digital nowadays too, so it's very rare to get like actual like printed copies, like paper copies of ticket stubs. Like everything goes on like digital on mobile phones nowadays. Minute 20 left to go here. Handoff from Zappi over to the left side to Fenwick. Fenwick rushes for around 3. Gets wrapped up in the field of play as the clock keeps on ticking down right now. We'll bring up a 3rd down. Third and 3, and we'll see if this is the last possession for the Patriots' career. Bailey Zappi, if they're going to keep him on the roster. I don't know if they're going to trade him at the roster cut-down date or release him. We shall see. Zappi, handoff up the middle. Enough for the 1st down, right at the marker. Needed 3, got 3, as this time's just going to keep on ticking down. I honestly hope he does, because I get a feeling the Patriots might have to use 4 or maybe even 5 different quarterbacks at some point this season if this offensive line keeps on being like it is and can't protect the quarterback. It might be just quarterbacks falling and dropping down like dominoes for this season if this offensive line can't protect the quarterback. So I hope he stays. He'll be a practice squad quarterback, I would imagine, if he does stay. We got 1 second left as Zappe spiked the football with 1 second remaining. Tough one for the Patriots, though. They were up 7-0. They led 10-6. And then the Commanders put up 14 straight points in a row. Took the lead for good. 2 more additional seconds are added onto the clock. 3 seconds remaining. And here we go. 60-yard field goal attempt by number 13, the kicker, Joey Sly. He missed from 64 earlier today. It was close, though. Had the distance. It was wide left. The snap, the kick from 60 by Sly, and that misses wide left as well. Had the distance, but not the accuracy. Goes 0 for 2 on 60-yard plus field goals in this game as we go final. 20-10, Washington comes from behind. They pick up a win to close out the preseason, the final NFL preseason game here, and now the actual football will begin. NFL begins Thursday, September 5th, Ravens at Chiefs for the first official NFL game. And the Patriots are in action on Sunday, September the 8th. They have their first game at 1 p.m. Eastern Time against the Cincinnati Bengals on the road at Cincinnati as we wrap up for this one. Patriots lose this game. It's Washington who picks up the win 20-10. Really good promising signs, though, for Drake Maye today. 13 for 20 passing, 126 passing yards, a touchdown pass by Drake Maye on his first drive that he came in. But, yeah, a lot of concern with Jacoby Brissett injured. His right shoulder, got sacked for Jacoby Brissett and never returned to the game. And only time will tell what the injury will be in terms of severity, if he'll have to miss time, potentially could miss the season opener. But Patriots dropping this one today, 20-10 the final score. Thanks all for joining in. I'll probably be back once this week for a Caitlin Clark Indiana Fever stream, either Wednesday or Friday, not entirely sure just yet. I want to get a lot of stuff done for this week, though, since I start off a lot of the college broadcasting stuff a week from today, next Sunday. But yeah, really appreciate it. Thanks so much, Charlize. Appreciate it. But I'll be back on probably sometime this week, either Wednesday or Friday, for a Caitlin Clark stream. Before you sign off, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and we're going to sign off to the channel members. Alright, so all channel members get a shout out at the end of each and every single one of my live streams here. We got Jason Ward, Rajip I Am Ghost, David Asia, Paul Cree Jedi, Russell John, Mark Kelly, Jeffrey Vegas Barco, Norma, Oink Oink Michael, Katie Bradley, Daniel, Ian, Derek, Sister Surround, Mario Guido, Tristan Chuck, Jonathan Brown, SG Sports Talk, Ice Ice Baby, Robin Melinda, Jack City, Shalimar, Iceberg Slim 38, Matthew M. Stone, Miles Davis, and We Are Living in a Great Depression. Thanks all for joining in, being a part of the stream for this one here. Final game of the preseason, NFL preseason 2024 wraps up. The Commanders come from behind, pick up the win over the Patriots. Final score 20-10 as Washington wins. Thanks for joining in, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your Sunday night.